fire worshippers. Abraham followed Abraxas, Sax, priests, honorable and hollow words. Same word sages of the ages, and prophets, Coptic, Gnostics, and apostles heard. And those sinning unfinished, now it's written in the ribbon, and held by 4 swallow birds. Beneath Abraxas practice in the blackness, seance, each one of my classics. Burn a candle to Anu with bottled myrrh, and Quetzalcoatl and herbs. Preach the novel in the marble been her, a gold icon of facilities of Alexandria. They sold to Italy from a palace out in Zambia. Stole from Sicily, Africa towers over Pangea. Amateur, reaching for my pleroma. Deep sleep and yoga, psyches like the Pisces of Jonah. Tertullian, so I get the nutrients and come out a Nubian. I'm not talking about the ancient Natufians or hooligans when I'm putting out something new again. Let LF tell her death. Me, I'm an embellish on the angelic, holding the mic like a relic. Last one left, priest and purpose, leaving footprints deep in the surface, enough to be called a crater. Meditating in the Tibetan Hall in Asia. We all evolved from nature. The ink shooting out my pen like flaming balls hitting my paper. I grab the dark horns of archons and star forms. The bars drawn to give you Mars floors to walk on. Epiphanius, Arrhenius, Hippolytus, sit by fire, different writers sniffing coke. Who's the most highest? Baptizer, Holy Ghost. Santa Morte, Phantom in all gray, stands in the hallway, head of a ram, put hands on your grave. Purpose, let the chords play. Priest never had an off day. Never let my sword lay, so all pray. Work from the bottom like Noah. Meditate, I slip into a coma till I reach my pleroma. Tell us we woke, and at the same time sell us the dope that leads to heart failures and strokes. Where do we start? Do we believe what the elders wrote, or the ones who watch through a telescope? The Illuminati cyclops, beast mark on every coast. The head of a cult, the devil goat that sits in a drum circle like a hippie, dressed like a gypsy. My best of rocket the nebula quotes is like Tesla notes. Now they got surveillance on Diddy. I'm a cross between Umar Johnson and Billy Carson. I told my grandmother that we are from where the stars from. I'm like Rod Hayes, but I'm Todd Wave with a blonde fade. Some days it'll be an orange braid, half shade. That's just his character. I made hair like lemonade. Both his parents come from Africa. Y'all know the prototype, it's the walking life. See, the sun is the source of light. It made my quartz bright as New York at night. They say when Walter write, he can steer Hathor to the boat of the moon. Into the cliff, sent to the glyphs to open the tombs. They say Killah flows is like pillar porticos that fulfill the scrolls made of silver and gold. The bars I laid is like sculpted on the architrave. I wrote it like an art display of gods and goddesses with darker shades. I wrote it in the chamber, glowing like the child that was golden in the manger. Only 3 kings knew he was growing to be the savior. Okay, back to rap more about Hathor, the cow-headed near the Nile desert. Under the white clouds, the native dancing in the powwow. He wore the head crown of owl feathers. As the clan went from Loud Records, and Priest and Jizza wrote their signature down on Geffen. And hip-hop's are where I found the presence. The shepherds are coming down from Mount Everest, surrounded by peasants. With unclean skin disease, they called them leopard. I pointed a finger up and moved it around till I found the nebula. I told them I walked through Babylon, Persia, and Mecca. I talked to bees out their nectar, kings out their treasure. I've been counting ever since I've been walking. I started from forever. I've been writing on steelies inside of caverns where it's misty. Dealt tarot cards to the hands of time. Closed my eyes while the mouth of a cave kissed me. I gave the walls history. Y'all enslaved us all misery. That's why I shaved it off and came back bald, a mystery. I wrote it all on big slabs of lapis, lazuli, channel vibes to the candle fire. 12 candlesticks, 6 on amethyst. I write my scrolls on the clove of a rose. You see them when they unfold, the untold secret me and the queen bee hold. So when they make the pollen bin, I can communicate with the insect world like King Solomon. I mean solar gems, most roll to him.
Then I went rogue on them, those who stole my pen. Then I went ice cold as wind. Geminis we roll as twins. When we take the mic, we're the walking life.
The D's rated houses looking for your favorite out of Brooklyn. Africa praises to the bushmen, to the natives in the woodlands, the raisins in the Juxin, through the mazes of the bullpen. They killed our saviors, re-raised us and made us into hoodlums. Malcolm X became one of the greatest out of the Muslims, except for this boxer who never went to Oxford, never became a doctor, but forget the rings of the chakras. Cassius Clay and Hathaway passed away, saw dimensions. George Benson, could this be a masquerade? Preacher said fast and pray. My mother's not there, but I asked her grave. Tiffany's not here, but her ashes stayed. What words will Prince and Michael Jackson say? I was a boy, now the mirror showed me patches of gray. Then it got black, and I started like tapping into a haze. Dazed, the mirror said your hair looked glazed because that's how much passion you gave. This is what happened, you still rapping. The mirror became my healer when it told me I was a pyramid giver, a gold spitter and a soul filler. I came to slay the Antichrist, walking life. Yeah, that's my prayer.
Now, who were some of your early influences?
Well, the planets, the creator, mythical gods, real ones, people, flowers, everything in nature, inspiration. Musicians get their inspiration really from environmental things, and all musicians are inspiration to me, no matter what style they're playing.
Greetings to the family. We are here, Royal Priesthood Wednesdays, and we got a priesthood sighting. Okay, so it's about to get exciting. Let me bring in the Iron Soft hip hop, the greatest of all time, MCs Alpha and Omega. The reason why we all here in the building. We didn't think it was gonna happen, but it happened. So surprise! Let's give it up for the elder of Braxis One, the one and only Killah Priest in the building.
Peace, what's good? What's the science? Hey, what up, my bro? Well,
It's good,
man. Yeah, we finally got you on the show, man. That's beautiful, man. Shout out to John Newsom.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who put it all together. We were talking about it. Without him,
Right,
man, we wouldn't have the session. We wouldn't have tonight.
Right,
You know,
right.
He'd still be a king. I'll be walking my path.
Yeah,
You know, but
indeed,
it's good to see your face,
indeed.
man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Likewise to you, man. Hear that shit in there? Yeah, so what's been going on with you? How you been?
Man, we've been here. It's been a hell of a year. We're working on the book. We're chipping away at
Wow.
sessions here and there. So, but the book is the major thing, man. That's 2026, September 24th. We're dropping. It's coming, and it's 32 years of hip hop. But it's like 50 years of coverage. So it's oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Let's go. Yeah, the legend. These are unretouched. This is as is in camera. I mean, this is major. So
since I got both of y'all here, if y'all see this photo right here, one of these photos right here, we have one who's dedicated 32 years of his life to what I dub as a divine inspiration into the heart and spirit of people immortalized through snapshots or this photography. One who's given us some of the greatest and most iconic and most righteous portrayals of imagery to touch a genre that they said wouldn't last 2 years, would be something that would fade out in a decade. 5 decades later, we're still here. And he sojourned through 3 decades with us, immortalizing these icons across genres, not just hip hop. Hip hop is the precipice and the foundation, but it's not the capstone. All of the genres out here in immortalizing the genres we know and love and the genres that we're unclear about. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to do something. And welcome to the Podcraft on Royal Priesthood Wednesdays, and one and only Jonathan Mannion. Okay.
Respect, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the kind intro. Yeah, it's man, I sent the full session. I don't know if you both got a chance to see it, but there were some highlights, man. It was an incredible moment to revisit something that just deserved more time than I had to share with a 3-year-old son, walking the earth, sprinting the earth at this point. He's doing math. He's doing multiplication at just 3 years old. It's like, Oh man, I'm in trouble, man. It's the science, man. He's got it. So yeah, you'll meet him and put your hands on him and give him the blessings when that time comes. But it was amazing to me. It was amazing to revisit this session. There were some really standout images, especially with your hands on the shoulders for protection, like just that split frame. Oh man, I don't know if you have that one to share, but
yeah.
This is the royal vibes right now. This is the royalty right now.
I'm just trying to get the backstory. Like y'all give me the backdrop. Y'all was there. You know what I'm saying? Priest, you was there in the building. You know what I'm saying? So what was it like for you?
John, the way he put it together, man. I had the big garment. John, it was his vision. The way he put it together, crazy, man. He just came up. He was like, he see it before it happened. How does that happen? You know what I mean? And he saw exactly how it's supposed to be shot. It's like something come over you, man, and you just go with it, man. That's a gift.
Oh, that's that zone, though, man. I mean, even the light cooperated. It's divine intervention, you know, in a lot of ways. It's like it's also people that have earned, you know, that brilliant moment. You know what I mean? Like this is humble. This is humble for us. But so heavy. Got the little low life touch with the maroon oil, maroon hat with the cloak, with the hand just holding it together. Like, you know, that's a V flat. We're gonna tidy it and polish, but you seeing the raw and uncut right now.
That's hard. Yeah, that is hard. Yeah, check that out. I didn't even see that one. Look how the light is right there. See that? That's amazing right there.
That's God's light. That's just the touch, man. From these incredible windows right here. But two studios down. I'm in a new space now. I'm just down the hall. I'm closer to Sante. And big shout to him, man. Legend. I know he's been on the craft a couple times.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. We just it all just came. You know, Solo Gems was there. Yo, it's Solo Gems. No doubt. You're allowed to see this one. Word. Oh, that's a crazy King Solomon shirt. Yeah. That was hard. Yeah, that's
the easy one. That wasn't the one I was talking. I wonder if I can find it. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna find it real quick, and then I'll show you the one. It's I
get exclusives.
No, there's joints, man. There's joints, but there's divine protection in this one. Hold on, let me airdrop it, and then I'll guide you to it. Airdrop to the phone, to the thing. Look at technology, man. This is it. Hold on. Coming moments away. This one
I could pull it up.
If you could find this one. Hold on, here you go. This.
Yeah, that's fire. I didn't see the whole picture. Yeah, that's fire. You got that one?
Hold on a second.
It's 5114. M35114 by number.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, it was just one of those moments, man. You know, it's just you love to see it come together so easily, so quickly, so meaningfully. The right attire, the right vibe, like you instantly get an iconic image that's gonna last forever and ever. You know, it's not like, oh man, but if I only had a good outfit on, it would be cool. Or if I was only in the right spirit, I was having a bad day. Like it just was all like the alchemy that's just like perfect. Just tied it all up, man.
Man, that's like probably one of the best pictures I ever took. I mean, you took it, but I was just saying, yo, that's
high praise.
Just a really light, yeah.
There's so many. There's so many.
You got all the icons.
Yeah, the one that I loved is the one that I posted on the gram, and I let that fly today. This one.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. It's raw.
I turned it black and white just like for good measure, but I don't even know what number. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. But anyway, you catching the vibe a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I got
but it's
that
on
flick,
the
but I
gram.
don't want to. Hold up. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Yeah, that's a hard one.
That was the second outfit. And just that, like, I can be calm because he's got my back. Is like,
right. Yeah.
I mean, this is the storytelling, man. This is the poetry.
Too.
This is the poetry.
That's real.
Yeah.
Right. The Father and the Son and the Son and the Father. When you see me, the Father and I are one. When you see me, you see the Father.
When you see me, no, we both
that's
come
fine.
together.
Yeah, it's
like
but
this is what's missing in photography on a lot of levels, the poetry and the metaphors. And like, even though this is a spontaneous session, things like this happen when you're paying attention and looking for the stories, you know, looking for this royal vibe, looking for the legendary, looking for a critical thinker who is like delivering project after project, challenging himself, you and him, to come up with the best, different, in your own pathway, not just like, what's going to get me to the bag? I'm going to say that 50 times. That's my hook. Cool. Cash it. Club. Let's go. You know, like, no. Do it. Settle. Find it. Like, lock in, man. You know, so this is, again, a very humble moment, but it was and a surprise. Picture. I thought I was getting just you. And then, you know, you get the, you know, the bonus prize of, you know, 2 kings. Like, geez, come on.
Yeah, you know how to come through on this one. Well,
oh yeah.
Yo, that's ultimate. There's nothing I can say. That's fire.
No, there's such calm. I'll tell you what it is, man. There's such calm that you brought, and that's your presence. I mean, just as bright as your smile lights up the cast tonight. You know what I mean? Is the balance of the calm and just the spirit that you brought on this day was just like, it was so peaceful, you know, and it wasn't, but not on some like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna stand here. Like you were dialed in, centered, I was centered, and it was just like this beautiful meeting of the minds, man. That was long overdue, just like it is tonight to have a conversation about it. But what did you feel? What did you feel as it was happening? Do you remember? I got a chance to revisit, and so it's in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I got it. I knew I got it, and I just sort of let it go and I let it marinate. But what do you remember?
Yeah, similar. It's like I just knew that I was in the right presence that I'm supposed to be in. You know, I felt like I'm with the top photographer, man. And no matter what, I can relax because I know you're going to catch the best part. I was just in the zone, in that zone. I mean, I was just in that moment right there. I was just zone. I was just I settled out. I settled out, and my eyes was closed. I just meditate.
Yeah, I think the pressure was off too. The fact that we did it for each other, with each other, was like we didn't have to make anything. And so the pressure was off, like, man, you got to turn in, you got to find the single cover and then 4 press shots. And then, you know, the label guy is there and buzzing in my ear. And like, it was like just a dialogue. It was a conversation. So, man, I'm honored, man. I remain grateful for the time you shared with me.
All blessings. All blessings, man.
It looks like freedom, and it looks like a marriage in between the 2 worlds. You know, from an artistic standpoint, you know, you got the priestly robe on. You understand what I'm saying? But then the hat, you know what I'm saying? The hat is like, yeah, I'm still from around the way. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the world, like, no get twisted. So this is also kind of a way how hip hop is being, quote unquote, celebrated, right? So if you look at Christ, when they talk about the story of the crucifixion and the robe that they put on him and the crown of thorns on his head. So they say, you know, hail Jesus, King of the Jews in that regard, right? So this is how they're typecasting this art. This art that's bringing this revenue and all of this stuff all over the world. Everybody's making return on investment, right? Hand over fist, but it's still not celebrated in the way. This was created out of the void of instrumentation, out of the void of musicality. So to have it adorned with a priestly role righteously, and for it to be captured in its raw essence at the same time, simultaneously, again, Jonathan, what I was saying about that divinity that you give with the lens, because paparazzi got cameras too. You understand what I'm saying? So what's their functionality out there in the world? And in the media, they have cameras also. You understand what I'm saying? So what's their role? They have ethical standards that they're supposed to go blah blah blah.
No pun intended.
But what do they do?
Not often.
Yeah.
They playing a video game with their lives. So, like that's I got a different perspective on that.
With your camera over the years, you know what I'm saying? Like that was your Excalibur. You know what I'm saying? And you wielded it. You see what I'm saying? In the Conan sort of way in regards to that level of authenticity. So I heard one of the stories. He was like, "Yo, I'm John. I'm with the source. Bomb. What guarded your way into the front, right?
Why was I not?
Right.
I was gonna bring him the goods, so I may as well say that I'm with him. Yeah, man.
It makes sense,
Yeah.
Immortalizing these figures. I gotta ask again.
It's
on
been
the
an
record,
honor, man. Yeah.
That 95 joint with you and Vicky and Lil Kim on the stage, iconically, painting the picture as one of you named as one of your milestones, one of those
big time
moments where you like, okay, this is where God placed me in this moment to do this. You see what I'm saying? So recalling that, if you look from 95 to present day, the greatest lesson you learned from that experience in that key moment in the presence in regards to that.
I mean, the one thing, if I think back to the it was the Platinum Party. It was at the Palladium. Biggie's on stage, Junior Mafia, in the throne. Puff was there. Lil Kim was there. I literally was holding Lil Kim's hand as Big and Junior Mafia were performing, just because like none of us could believe that this vibration was happening so close to us. It was the ripples that kind of went out. And one of the most beautiful things that I can say, and I didn't know it in the time. I mean, I felt it and I felt the moment, but there are images that were caught and I was smiling the whole time. Like I was there with a Kangol and like a vest on, looking like a Backstreet Boy outtake, like the reserve on the bench in case they needed somebody, but I was so happy, man, and I think that that's the biggest lesson, I guess that I sort of took from that night is like, ask for what you want, because I had to ask for a different perspective, and somebody kindly allowed me to be on stage, to have a different vantage point, other than like being in the crowd and looking up somebody's nose. I wanted to be on the level, I think so. Asking for what you want, I think, is important, right? If you feel that, you have a vision and it's clear and you're not just trying to like be a groupie and hang out, if there's a purpose that you feel, ask for that. But also like have a good time, man. We here for a short time, and we've lost a lot of incredible people way too early, and rest in peace, D'Angelo. I was listening to Jizza D'Angelo, Cold World, like 20 minutes ago, just to put myself in the mindset, but it's like like enjoy yourself, enjoy the ride. It goes fast, and I think that that's one of the things that I guess I'm happiest about is this has always brought me joy. I chose to do this. This wasn't anything that was like, man, do this. Like, oh, these hip hop guys, like, I don't really listen to it, but I'll do it. Like I loved this, lived it, moved to New York and found out the access was here. And then you get these blessings like from Heavy D, like, you're going to be my eyes. I see what you're about to do. Like, oh shit. Okay. Well, let's go then, like, also rest in peace, man. But people give you opportunities when they see what you're about. And it was colorless, odorless, like, yeah, I come in the highest yellow over here, the huest of the whiteness, but my spirit and what I was called to do was, was much deeper. I saw the stories that needed to be honored at the highest level. And so my contribution became storytelling through the lens, documenting the moments with that sword that I was wielding. You know what I mean? Was like the stories needed to be told in a righteous way, in an honorable way, in a meaningful way that shows the range and depth of personality and humanity of these incredible artists. That was the goal. And to take the defining photo of everybody. When you close your eyes, you think about a picture of DMX. I want it to be mine. Is it?
Yes.
Tim with the dogs, dark and hell is hot, in the blood.
Yes.
Like this was the goal. Like that was the desire. And not because it was like, then I'll be on and people will love me. I'd love for everybody to love me because I think I'm just a good dude. I'm walking my path kindly, lovingly, with gratitude. But I got a lot to say, and I would like to be considered one of the greats when it's all said and done. And there's brilliant photographers. So to be mentioned in the same breath as the brilliant creators, painters, sculptors, lyricists, producers, that made this rise and continue to make this thing glow, this hip hop thing, there's people that are dragging things down like an anchor. And then there's people that are continue to elevate it selflessly. And those are the people that I fuck with.
Bomb drop to that. Bomb drop.
I'm Jonathan Mannion, and I approve this message.
Yeah, exactly. Bomb drop, man.
I'm going to take this 50 millimeter lens.
We should have some land pops. What's your favorite thing to Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you shoot like most of us, right, man? So it's like you can see the art in it. And when I look at this picture right there, it just tells me so much. But yet it doesn't. It's a mysticism, but there's a calm peace.
Well, that's it. It's like allow people. It also gives the audience the opportunity to write their own story to it, knowing your work or being introduced to you for the first time, or knowing the depth of it, every single lyric, every nuance, every beat when it dropped in, every remix, like every poem that you wrote, every travel that you did, the video, like people could memorize it or just be like, wow, I don't know that cat, but he looks official. You know what I mean? Like it's the balance. But I think that's the beauty of photography too, and a moment that'll never be the same again. I think that was always the understanding of the gift as well. Your market moments, they're never going to be the same. Like history does not repeat itself. Themes do. Comes back around. The bell bottoms are back in. The raver pants, like it's cool, but it's never going to be the same spirit,
Right. Goes around. Right now it's born. That's hard. Yeah, like if a Jackson.
That's the album cover when your album come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this, like look at this amount of detail. And now this is I want to ask you about this, Jonathan. The photo cinematography. Where do the worlds come in from? Okay, if I could track a little bit in my mind, you grew up in the artist household. You know what I'm saying? Your mother and father artists, right? One Brooklyn, Mama UK, was back and forth to the UK. You see what I'm saying? In all of these places. So the sights and the sounds that you have are vintage, and you lived in Cleveland, Ohio, that had the influx of sound from every place. You understand what I'm saying? So the Midwest got the East Coast, the West Coast, down south, everything in an alchemical blend. So you have all of these influences, right? And if I recall correctly, you picked up the camera in college in your senior year, and you were studying psychology, right? But your parents had gave you a camera long before that, right? So
correct.
The ingredients that go along with this alchemical gumbo that we see in regards to what it is, I kind of titled this in that way of self-discovery. So on your
Yeah.
path of self-discovery, where do you come into being in regards to who you are as a photographer slash cinematographer? Because this is like rule of 2/3 type of situation to where it's like, okay, they broke this iconically in Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, right? And they broke it. They broke the like you see them both in focus on the camera. They're like, oh snap! But it was so epic and so meaningful. That kind of old right here in this regard. If you could talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look, this frame that's up right now, certainly there's a focus on like continuation, like to have priest in focus and then like set back, this like this is coming. It's out of focus. You don't see it clearly just yet, but you will, But then I did the reverse where priest was out of focus, and then the rest was like crispy. So like, again, it goes to storytelling always for me. I just think of, and you may be writing, I may be retrofitting some of these stories, but in the moment there is a response that is sort of like, oh, I need to play with focus. Some of this was also because I was using daylight, so it was a shallow depth of field. Like what I wanted both in focus, did I give myself the opportunity to be able to retouch two focused versions, and then what does that do to the frame? Like, so I'm always thinking also down the line as a designer, like what would a designer want? What would the story be if there was total focus throughout the whole frame? So you bring this up, but I like the two different visions, like I'm looking two different ways, that cross, but it's like, I don't know. It was a response to a moment. It was simple. And then both looking away again, really, really simple kind of moments. But yeah, I mean,
fire right there.
The joy.
We going places,
man.
Yeah, we going places.
Man, you have already been places, sir.
Yeah.
Respectfully, you're just going other places, more places, higher places.
Yeah.
The rare air rooms that you haven't yet experienced, but they're coming. Like all of this is and also earned and deserved. But yeah, man, I'm grateful for the unconscious sort of absorption, I guess, of creativity through my parents, who are both painters. But it was like seeing light, looking at things, watching the right films, going to the right museums, like all of that just becomes part of you really, really naturally. It's not a forced, I better study this if I want to become something within this field. Like if you just love the music is you and of you. And I think also music was such a huge component of my upbringing. But it was also a moment of discovery. There wasn't like, my parents always played music in the house, right? People have that story. It's like, I come from Jamaican parents and they always played Gregory Isaac and Bob and this and that. I didn't have that. I had to go and find it. I was seeking the answers and found the Police and Genesis, and then Depeche Mode and The Cure, and then Dougie Fresh, and then Ice-T and DOC and Kane, and then boom, and I moved to New York, and it's Wu-Tang and Nas, and it's just like music has always fueled the goosebumps on my arms. You know what I mean? And I think that when you have that response from music, you're dialed into that right energy and vibration. So for me to be attached to the music through my own visual story, to give you, when you close your eyes, the icon that belongs to the music was really the biggest reward. I mean, I love the magazine cover because you usually got people early, like magazines wanted what was next. If you think about like the Fader cover, it was like Eminem about to break, Drake about to break, Mos Def, Beck and D'Angelo, Outkast. Like there were people like, the vibrations were so high from these people, and then album covers were like, forever. I'm here forever attached to every one of these albums. Like, did you hear, a Coltrane album, there's a picture that goes with it. Did you hear the Bob Marley Kaya album? There's a photo that goes with it. DMX Flesh in My Flesh, there's a photo that goes with it. And like, to now take the rest of the journey for the lifetime of the music with it is like, oh, man, I mean, such a reward for me, you know?
Man, shit, man. Yeah. Hey, let's get down.
I could have lightened it up a little bit.
That ain't hip hop.
Like I said, these are raw, hot off the presses, you know?
See, yo, that's fire. Man, yo, do you usually like creative direct the scene, or you ask for the artist most of the time when you
No, I'm hugely involved in what I want. You know, there are people that are involved at varying degrees. You know what I mean? I think about somebody like Eminem, who is very clear about the vision, like, here's what I think, or like he's able to articulate a story that I can then visually translate with him. And then there's people like, man, I just came from the club, you know, I have no idea. It's an album cover today. I have no idea what I want. So what would you like to do, Jonathan Mannion? I was like, all right, I got a plan. Here's what we're doing. Like, I walk into any session with a plan. If I get everything that I want, I have shot A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And usually an MC or, you know, reggae artist or whatever has a plan for themselves, right? Nah, I don't like plan. I don't like B and C. E's sort of cool, but I was thinking we could do like a lineup of, you know, mugshot and something, and then I want to have a car. I might want to crash it. I don't know. Like, we got a plan for these things, but you know, you do your best to kind of move with it on the fly. But yeah, there's always it's not heavy-handed, but you know, there's always a plan, and then there's always the ability to tell the most authentic story on the fly, as this is a humble, simple moment that was a response to the stimuli that was received, you know, and the attire and this, and then that second outfit, I was like, that's such a good backdrop. I need to figure that out. And then just bring in a little mouth that's so signature, and then this, and you know, it's like you're trying to piece together the right puzzle pieces to make, you know, this like sculptural sort of, you know, flat, but you know, sculptural kind of moment. Like you're molding the clay as you go, and like, ooh, that's kind of cool. What happens if I do this? What happens if I switch there? Like, it's great.
I watched you. Sorry, cut you off, but I watched you fall into you do to a zone. Now Born, it's like he'll just and he'll stare at it, and it's like something come over you, like you fall into stay right there, and then you'll see it. And you said that, I was like, man, where does that come from? You know what I mean? It's there, it's just something you gifted with since you were young. You know what I mean?
I think it's something that you develop by watching other people. You know, I was of service to incredible artists, you know, prior to, like Richard Avedon or Mark Holmes, Stephen Klein, Ben Watts, Michael House Band, like major like photographers that were around doing it long before me, you know. But it's funny, like hearing you speak about me moving to find, it's sort of like a boxer. You're looking for that you're moving around, you find it, like pop, 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 throw it, you know, see what happens. Like that was the analogy that came to my head, because you got to get different levels to get different height, respond to the light. I like that this was kind of more of a silhouette, but just a little touch of light coming through. The hands in some sort of like, you had done prayer hands kind of like this, and I felt it was too choir boy. So I was like, switch them up. But like we were moving, and then you did a finger out. Like there were all sorts of versions of this until we found the one that felt right. So this might have been an in-process one that's like, oh yeah, that's cool. I like the light. I like the angle of it, you know, like I like how it draws your attention just down the most important part, which are your hands and your face and that little sliver. So this is all just compositional responses that are simple, but simple to somebody who's also cultivated the skill to see it quickly, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you listening
it
to
kind of look.
you know how to ride it and find it and drop it in the right thing in the pocket or outside of to then catch up with the, like there are tools of the trade that you develop in time. This is one of them.
Right. Yeah. Yo, it kind of look like I'm moving. I look at it like I'm walking. It's just like I'm floating, man. I'm going somewhere. It's hard. That's definitely covered.
You probably were floating, man. I mean, you're a badass, bro. Be clear. You probably floated through this.
Yeah.
There's some amazing shots.
Yes, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yo.
This one's not a
Solo Jim on the phone.
Mine, but there was one where he had his hood on and he was looking for the light and his glasses went super reflective. See if you can find that one.
Yeah,
that's better to get to the people.
Yeah, the fro is hard. Phone right now, I'm trying to get him.
Yeah, there's better ones of that. I will say humbly.
Yeah, that's fire.
Here, I got
that hoodie.
You have that hoodie? It's a good one. Keep that one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, in that kind of zone.
Oh wow. Yeah, man. Word. That's hard. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy fly.
4820. Try that one. It's a little variation on a theme. 4820. Yeah, this is real time. We doing this in real time for the people tonight.
Real time. Getting the treat. Come on, y'all just coming in, man.
Cool. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, let me see if I can find the one I was hoping to achieve. Did you find 4820? Here you go. Take that.
You see? That's it?
It's just a little different, but it's there.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's the light.
It's just
it's like he's about to spit. He's about to spit the future.
Body, so it's more settled. Yeah. It's cool though.
Yeah, like you about to spit the future right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
There's so many, man. There's so many. Here, hold on. Oh
yo, you need to check these out, yo. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I got you.
Here's another one. 5292. Go to 5292. Yeesh. Ugh. I mean, okay. If you got to take a picture, if you got to have a picture of yourself, It's tough. Anyway, 5292. Look, it's I love it when sessions you're just given these little gifts where the pressure is off and you can just create on the fly. Like I love this. This is as good as any photo ever. Same, it's I don't know. I like the mystery as well, that this is not somebody that you can read right away. And just like signature details of his humanity, a little touch of the red and gold, the maroon low life, beanie on. Like it's good living, man. It's good living.
So you did this with Kendrick. I'm curious, right? You did this with Kendrick.
I did. Straight on with the eyes closed.
With the eyes closed, right?
Yeah.
And you spoke about the journey of resetting him in between shots, showing the contrast, really in the realm of the Gemini, right? You see what I'm saying? So that that dualism that exists. So the big bright and then the calm, So one of the goals I would ask, what are one of the goals that you want to display aside from the big goal? A sub goal or a couple of sub goals, that is, when you're filming someone or when you're capturing, their essence, wherever you have them, What's some of the goals in that?
Yeah. I mean, I think the main goal, my main intention is to create an authentic portrait of that person, right? If it's for a client, you got to turn in the work. You have to do your job for a purpose, right? You're there with a contract, right? To go and make something. Sometimes that contract is go do dope shit and turn it in on time and on budget, like, okay, that's a good, sort of goal to achieve. Sometimes there's specific asks. You have to get a certain shot for a certain reason. You're trying to achieve a concept, but
That's royal.
But I think the sub goal is to work
Bring that back
20 years ahead. Like I'm not shooting always in the moment. The sub goal is also like get something for myself that feels right for 20 years down the road. Like this is 1995 right here. This is a 30-year-old photo with the same power that it's always had. And a reflection of a moment in time of being on stage where like you're cram-packed in, it smelled of blunt smoke everywhere. People were sharp because it was dressed up. That's Little Kim's hair, holding her head like this. Like that's Kim in the front. Ed Lover in the background, Harv Pierre, Hawk. Mimi Valdez is in the audience, Emil Wilbekin, Coy Sojourner, like, Stella Magloire, like these other photographers. I remember the spirit of just being outside, like, I probably did a full day of work, from like 8 a.m. until, 7, 8 at night to then go home, eat a slice of pizza because I was piss poor and it didn't matter, to then turn around to get sharp, put my vest on, and then get back out. And, luckily had a pass and got in, brought the camera, and you're part of history. Big ice sculpture as you walk in, which is BIG. You're there, they're popping bottles of Moet. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, this is what I get to do. This is like not even a job. This was a passion at that point. It wasn't even a job because even today, I rarely bring a camera to a club. I rarely walk with the camera. I'm not the like, I'm a documentary and I got a Leica around my neck. My Leica is for in studio. It's the proper big one, 60 megapixels, like 70 megapixels. Like, let's go do it. So. But yeah, in that moment, I knew that I needed to be seen twice as much as everybody else for people to understand where my heart was. And that's why I was always out. And you can find me everywhere. And I have these incredible photos of like a really precious moment in time before we really realized what we had. Those who saw it knew it, right? And we got behind. I talked to Clark Kent, rest in peace, Clark Kent. I talked to him about it, and he was just like, we chose our guy, and then we just held him as, like, whatever we did, we held him as high as possible. Like our love for Wu-Tang, like, yo, I'm in, Staten Island with Capadonna at 3 a.m. shooting pictures of him, like, wilding out. Like, you just did it. Like Raekwon with the tarantula on the side of his head for XXL. Like, legendary moments that you are fortunate to be a part of because your passion demands it. And the people who understand that you turn in great work over and over, they're like, get Mannion, because you're going to get the goods with him. Send him in. Game first album 20 years ago now, documentary seeing 20-year anniversary, like Doc 1, and then you come back for Doc 2, and Doctor's Advocate and all, it's like I want it to always be, once I work with you one time, it continues. If you scroll right towards Ja Rule, you'll keep finding them. But I wanted to work with Nas. I hadn't done an album for him. So Godson became the, like, all right, come on, man, let's do it, please. And just speaking to him about that moment, what it meant to him, that he wanted to be at peace and happy on his cover and, wanted some old soul. Like, you get these little gems that kind of stick with you that you're trying to define in order to hit the mark.
Fast forwarding, sir.
Go.
Dirty's album. Come on, sir. Come on.
Dirt Dog, bro.
I had to skip over a little bit. Pardon me. I need this.
It's
I need all of the information. I need all of the details.
Amen. I would need a whole Podcraft.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Real story, bro. Like we got an hour. Because
yeah. Come on, let's go.
People do have an hour, man, and the people that are dialed into the joy of this moment, man. I've said highlights, but I know this needs like its own singular moment of calm with the visuals that like go with it. Anyway, here's the abridged version. For the craft, Jonathan Mannion on ODB, and please. Man. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, you won't hear it from me. And star scribble A, please. He wanted to, there were two other photographers, as I understand it, who he didn't show up for. Makes sense. Rappers don't show up sometimes. They're busy people. They got a lot of people pulling in a lot of directions. But I think they were over it, or like, like, oh man, I don't work like this. And like, they're probably brilliant photographers, but I understand two people bailed. And it was like, get Mannion, he'll get it done. Right. So I was called in. We waited for him for 7 hours while people were looking for him, trying to find him. Finally did. And he wanted $20,000 to show up to his own shoot. And the art director was like, no, this is for you. Like, show the fuck up. Like, show up. We'll see you soon. I'm glad they found you. And he called back 10 minutes later. He goes, 15. He's like, no. We're not giving you 20 or 15 or 10 or 5. This is for you. Show up. You got your advance for your attire or whatever. But the request was translated. He wanted to dress up as Rick James for the cover. So that's what you see. And in a one-piece suit, like zipped up, like with shoulder pads, looking like P-Funk, meets, the Commodores on a lavish, over-the-top day. Like, but he wanted to dress up as Rick James. He also wanted to dress up as Donna Summer. So there are pictures of him in a skirt with some high heels on, which is another. It's epic. I literally have a picture, and it's one of my favorite pictures, man. And you'll see it in the book. It's coming, of ODB's feet in high heels. Just like who could pull that off? He's the only one who could really pull that off and have it be fucking cool. Maybe this day and age with with a lot of allowances within fashion. Okay, maybe it floats still, but at that time, he's likely the only one to pull it off. And then he was like, hey, call up some girls and get them over here. I was like, I'm not calling any women or girls that I know because you're crazy as fuck. But I love it.
Right.
You call your girls and then let's do whatever you want to do. So that happened. Some ladies showed up. We closed the set. I'd saved everybody. But that was about building trust. Like I really wanted him to know that I was with him to explore the ideas, and in the end, we got one more shot of him in this all white suit. That was just the coolest, most dressed up, polished version of him that we saw. But, there was a moment that he really fancied the assistant stylist who was on set, and he was like, come on, let's just make this a love thing right now. And like, it's just shit you can't unsee. I'm like, dude, put your boxers back. Oh, dude, no, man. Like, we sent the assistant stylist home. But
that's dirty. That's dirty.
He was just dirty, 100%. Scorpio.
He was on his own shit.
Personification. Yeah.
So like, I'm so grateful. At the same time, look, rest in peace, man. Like this is he lived hard, fast, well. On his own terms. Like I love that, and sometimes that fast life can come crashing quickly, but I love that I had a version of like peak dirty, you know what I mean? Right. I felt like, look, you wanted him to clean up and balance out and find it, but I felt like it was a dulled down, muted version of him. Right. And you wanted him because you want him to live and find it and find the answers. But this was such a moment of how people tell me stories about ODB. Like, no, he was wild. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about what he did and what he said and why he said it. And like, he was on 10. He was on 11 out of 10 all the time. And to see him on 12, maybe on this day out of 10 was like such a joy. And his legend lives on, you know, through these photos and many other ones. And his feet in high heels coming soon. You know, to a nail salon wall near you. Man, you got some feet, bro.
OG was right. I can see it. Yeah. You always barefooted.
Rick was edge. It was on edge. And how do you take it to the next level? And when you take on these personages, you take along all of the things that come with them, right? So whether that's heaven for some people or hell for some people, it's your interpretation thereof. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a space that only he could go, right?
Sure.
And we get to see his son, you know, Young Dirty, typically look like him, but not with the same horrors that he had soldiers with. He has his own lane.
Sure.
So when he gets on the stage, iconically, he gives you that moment, but after that, you get to see another version, that version that we're talking about, but it's not you and him, it's freedom in him. You understand what I'm saying? Where
it's like, I did it so you don't have to.
Right.
You know?
Would have been a prison for his father to not be him. For the son, I could be the father and I could still be the son. And that presence is just equally a force. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So,
Sure. Yeah. Agreed, man. Yeah. Well
spoken. Agreeable. Yeah. Agreeable.
But oh man, those pictures though are great.
The
series that cover came, because he and I'll say this as my final thing about that album cover. This was about control for him. How much could he dictate the pace, right? So and who was I in this dialogue that we were having, right? And so like after 7 hours of waiting, I'm like, dude, I'm so grateful to see you. This is amazing, man. Like I was so happy that he was just there, that it didn't matter that we had to wait. Like who fucking cares? Like we'll wait forever, dude. You know, it's like, but when it's time to rise and go, we went. But you know, he was like, okay, shoot me. Go ahead. Like boom, snap. He's like, wait. Okay, now shoot me. And I was like, snap, wait. You know, so it was like this give and take, like how patient could I be? And I'm just smiling. I just put my camera down, like, as long as you want. You tell me when you're ready. Like, I love that though. What you just did, I love. He's like, oh, okay, all right. Well, let me try this angle. Like, okay, go. You know, like such a dynamic, man. It was a joy. It is an unforgettable day from my career.
Live, man. That's beautiful.
I'm skipping again because this right here, the professional, I'm skipping. I had to, and I got to go back a little bit to the Beanie Sigel, the truth in this album, and the Becoming. Well, not the
Beat Mac.
The Beat Mac. I
love Beanie Sigel, man.
This what this meant for hip hop. Like Clue 95 and Doo-Wop Live 95 is a battle for me in my head, right? So, two of the most iconic mixtapes in hip hop history. Argue with your grandfather. You understand what I'm saying? 1995, Live 95, and Doo-Wop Live 95. Like this precipice leads up to the profession, right? So, not Ron G mixtapes, Lazy K, any of the backspin, all of the joints that we was getting, you know, hand to hand, right? This is an album, right? Before the tunnel, you know, you did the tunnel, Big Cap, everything. Like this is right here. This is the height of hip hop before it goes someplace else, right? 1998, right? So my favorite decade, 88, 98, right? Please, you know why, 98, right? So you're the reason why.
It was a moment, man. That pulled in the real ones. It pulled in the real ones.
Yeah.
The ones who wanted it and were ready to be of service to it.
Yeah. This is nuts right here. So
yeah, I love that it just became iconic. You know what I mean? It's like I thought about like the famous Muhammad Ali punch shot where like just the hand, the tool of the trade was out front. But I love the chain and the, you know, Illuminati. Like I was like, it's just the question mark. It's like, I mean, it's just like it's an ownable concept, right? When you are, you know, a DJ, producer, etc., the voice of the streets, like, and you can have like a symbol represent you. It's like Prince. It's like, you know, it's amazing. I was like, look, I'm gonna go for it, and it just we couldn't top it. You know, even with great portraits and, you know, people in the hood putting four by four, you know, four-wheelers like up in the air, like it was dope. That was all great for the inside, but this was the iconic one that I think just, you know, it stands the test of time. It's as good as if I shot it today or 20 years before I shot it then.
It's the fight for the mic too, because the mic is understood that it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the game, once you wrapped up in a perfect sort of bow, blah, 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 and once you look at Prissy and Prim, this is not from Prissy and Prim. This is from Pissy staircases, you know,
this is the fight.
Elevators and trains and walking. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is grime. You know,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is grime. Being seen with spray paint or being caught with spray paint was a crime. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, so markers, spray paint, you know, the issues on the trains, the concrete jungles, and this is it. This is the fight for the mic, right? But this is also the fight for the expression of the DJ, right? So the DJ is there and the MC, the relationship. So the MCs were talking about the DJ. If they wasn't telling you to move your car, they better tell your car outside, blah, blah, blah. So, you understand? So the way to be able to move the crowd in that way, and the metamorphosis of the ones who would go in front of the microphone and tell the world what's messed up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got problems over here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, broken glass everywhere. So the purveyors of all of the men and women who would get in front of the microphone and speak to the problems of the world. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it was rock, whether it was blues, whatever it was in their world, they were brave enough to be able to do it. So there's an understanding where something that bothered us, right? Because the club mixtape, you're like, come on, man, just be quiet, man. Let the record play. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, nah, this is iconic. So this is him now. So now he's putting his own ad-libs in the ha 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 ha. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it goes from something where I'm like, I just want to hear the song to, hey, what better way
let it rock.
Yourself, let it rock. Right? You're not going to forget that this is the DJ Clue.
Well, look, it's an amazing thing to see too. Is Khaled right next to Clue, right? That Clue kind of kicked this off late 90s, and Khaled kind of is carrying that torch of like, you know, a curator and like finding the best thing. Like, yes, a producer, an incredible one, but interesting parallels between the two worlds of those two, you know, separated by decades. But without one, maybe the other one doesn't happen. Who knows?
Right. The fight for the mic and the fight for the muse to be heard. Again, this is something that they call the fad. It was only going to be around 10 years. You know, it come and gone. And you can't sell anything without it now.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, now? Yeah, for sure.
I'm jumping in places. Beanie Siegel. I need a little bit.
The reason, the truth.
The truth.
Yeah, the truth. The chords on the truth. Oh my God. Yeah, Beanie Siegel, man, is one of the real legends of my career again. You know what I mean? Like it was such a joy to work with somebody that was just so willing to tell a meaningful story, right? And that would respond to the questions that I offered. Like, yo, where'd you get in your first fight? Oh man, at this school over here on the corner. Come on, man, let's go there. Let's recall it. Tell me that story. Like, let's go there. Let's like, he was a prime example of like being in Philly, and I love Philly, you know, of visually, I love Philly. I love the spirit of Philly. I love the grime. I love the grit. I love the tenacity. I love the like, you know, is a real city. And for him to listen carefully to my questions, to get the answers that I wanted to give him, to make it grounded in everything that was the truth about Philly, you know, and that he was like, yeah, let's go, John, I'm telling you, let's get the back alley. Yo, bring me that duffel bag with the thing in it. You know, like, it wasn't a New York accent. I don't know if I know a Philly accent, but yo, but Mannion, John is what he called John. Yeah, come on, back alley, bro. Like, you know, I don't even think he broed me. It was just John is what I hear in my head. But man, it just it's a blessing to still know him, and I've had him around the studio not too long ago. He's a real one. He's a real deal. Man, I was just
that's it, but I'll be here all day acting crazy about it. So
yeah,
I maintain my cool in regards to it. But
you know. I was just editing this gentleman right here. I see you went over to Marshall Mathers LP. This is another dude. He just, again, surgical lyricists. Amazing. Big boy. Oh man, come on. How did Big Tuck's album get in there? That's yo, respect and love to Big Tuck, man. I don't, you know. He owed me some fronts, man. I was down in Texas and I just loved all the like crazy fronts that they were getting down there. I remember having this like pink sloppy bubblegum thing that I had to put into my mouth until it molded to my teeth. He said he was going to get me fronts. He never did. Big Tuck, if you're listening right now, you owe me some fronts. Coming to see you.
Chameleonaire. Sheesh.
Military man.
Military.
That was another one of the greatest shoots, man, that happened, man. It was the ultimate victory. We shot in Paris. We basically like went on vacation for a week, right? And we went to Paris because I just like the idea of a chameleon being able to be good anywhere. He's a brilliantly smart human being, man. And being in Paris and like being good in that world in a 17th century like chateau. And then we jumped on a plane and we went to Kingston, Jamaica. So like even ground level barefoot kids playing football in the middle of the street, like the two worlds, like, but we're good everywhere, is the ultimate victory. To be able to move as we wish in this world, to tell the stories, to gain the energy. It wasn't this album cover, but the ultimate victory, man, was truly an ultimate victory for us both, man, I think. Luda celebrating 25 years of his album, not this one, but the original, back for the first time.
Which one?
Ludacris.
Okay.
Back for the first time. Yeah, 25 years. This month, I think, last month.
29 years of Iron Man today. You know, it's Wednesday.
Let's go.
Thanks for giving us this iconic album 29 years ago today.
Let's go. DJ Quick, Under the Influence. I just was editing that earlier today. Like, all this stuff is going in the books. I mean, it's literally over my shoulder, like steps away. DJ Quick. Got to give love to the West, man. Come on, man.
Yes. Black Rob, my Gemini brother.
Aura.
Black Rob.
Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Slipped in a brother Ali joint. You understand what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
I went to a Big Daddy Kane concert, and brother Ali opened up for Kane. Kane is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today, right? Just full on legend. I just was like, yeah, whatever that is, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be close to that. You know, not an MC. I don't want to be a manager, but like whatever my richest contribution could be to the upliftment of that and things like that, it was Kane and DOC, man, that like kicked it off. But brother Ali came out on stage and I was like, this dude is incredible. And I went up, I said, look, I'm going to shoot your album cover for free. You just come to my studio, just show up. We'll just shoot a picture. and then I had my friend design it for free. And it was just like, you know, these are the gifts that when you're compelled to give, that come back to you. So we did his next album after that, but this was it was this. I think this was the first one, and then the second one we did afterwards that was equally rich in storytelling, and that's going to be in the book too. You got a lot to look forward to, people out there. I don't know how many people are tuned in, man, but it's coming. It's coming.
One of the most iconic collaborations in New York hip hop, man. Diplomatic community, the diplomats, you know,
made a statement.
Outside from those ones forever, but this right here, this right here.
Yeah, that was the album. That was like your Onyx comment. You know, there's a couple albums before and like 1,000 afterwards. Right. This was also that for Dipset.
Yes. That third album from Onyx that DMX is on, we heard the best Onyx ever. Like the best, like the greatest album. It's not my favorite album. It's the greatest album, though, like in totality, right? All We Got Is Us is my favorite Onyx album. But this album, the Shut 'Em Down album, like that was different. It was a whole nother level of arrangement. It was a whole nother level of storytelling. It was a whole nother level of lyricism. It was a whole nother level of skits. Like everything that they did, you know, the Robin Vic and Veronica, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, when they're on the plane, you understand what I'm saying? Killing in the club, React, whatever. Like all of these joints, Broke Willies, all of like the beats, the arrangement is there.
I'm gonna have to revisit that, man. You got me hyped now. I gotta go dig in the crates.
Come on, Big Pun shows up on the Shut 'Em Down remix. As if I didn't think that the Shut 'Em Down song can get any greater. DMX is on the joint, right? The video, everything is crazy. And Sticky Fingers destroys the mic in the studio. He destroyed he destroyed the mic with his rhymes, and then he destroyed the mic in the studio. I don't need no mics. You understand what I'm saying? It destroys the mic like craziness. I was like, the kind of level that's there on that album, just for me anyway, was that, and it was the sign of the time of '98. 98 was a reckoning. You had to be a force to be reckoned with, or you'll be forgotten forever.
Big time.
It didn't matter what you did before that. If you didn't do it then, right then, you're out of there.
Yeah, the bar was high. The bar was high in hip hop in '98.
Yeah,
93, 89, 98. Yeah, those were big, critical years, man.
That's the reason why that's my decade.
Yeah, I mean, anybody listening, man, Google the albums that were dropped in '98. You'll just see the arsenal of like greatness in a row. It's true. It's true.
Right.
Phenomenal year.
Yeah. Capleton. Come on, let's get into the Caribbean, because the Caribbean for you, I was going crazy in the cut. Like, all right, so this realm. So outside of the genre we love, right? The genre of hip hop, your connection with the Caribbean. I'm gonna be quiet. Just walk us through the Caribbean. The Caribbean influence on your life. Okay, another space of self-discovery that you found.
Man, look, I would be remiss if I wasn't tapped into what's happening in Jamaica right now. And if you can find it in your heart to donate, there's a lot of like boots on the ground organization. This is my shameless delivery. That's not shameless at all. This is like a prideful kind of moment. But the AFJ.org is doing incredible work in Jamaica. They're also matching dollar for dollar the up to $1 million towards the relief fund. Jamaica is feeling it. So many areas got hit, right? That's how I'm going to lead off my love for Jamaica, by amplifying their needs in this moment. But to the music though, oh man, I'm a better human being for knowing Caribbean music. I'll go past Jamaica was my like entry point, you know, a little Shabarang, Super Cat, you know, that was my love. Mr. Mention, Buju, like early, that was late 80s. Like I fell in love with reggae music at the same time. I'm probably a bigger reggae fan even than hip hop in some ways, you know, but you know, Capleton, More Fire, that's another one of those albums that just stand out. You know, Sizzla, The Real Thing, which I didn't do, another complete project, complete thought album, the spirit of, like, there was no other album being played on the island. Same with Capleton, More Fire, it's standing power. But, you know, Gregory Isaac, it's just a love, man. If you don't like reggae music, man, I don't really know what to say, man. But beyond that, like Trinidad and soca music, Bunji Garlin, Machel Montano, like, you know, if you're ready to jump up and wave and sweat through and like stop with the you know, the stance where you're leaning against the wall all rugged, like if you're ready to go get dirty, like man, get outside, listen to some Kes, jump up, Allison Hines, Rupee, like I don't know, man. I'm such an advocate for the space. You know, Beanie Man, Capleton, Buju, Shab. I mean, like, I just, you know, Bob ultimately, like, you know, the greatest export of Jamaica of all time. But it's yeah, it's a spirit of it, man. It's a resilience. It's incredible storytelling as well. I know exactly why I love it, you know, but just that bass line, that calm, that like, it settles your soul in a lot of ways, or it gets you fully hyped, man. If you got some Vibes Cartel pumping, like some Jacure, like going, like you can go so many different directions with the music, man. But you know, like I said, I'm a better human being for understanding Caribbean music and for investing in it with the fullness of my heart to hold them as high as I hold everybody. Like it is the divine calling, as you said earlier, man. It's, you know, Ja got on the hotline, was like, look, we need you, bro. And I went, and I'm grateful that I did.
I got to sneak back into the Dungeon family.
Trans Euro Express.
Got to sneak back into the Dungeon family, you know, and
hey, like big shout to the Dungeon family. I mean, that is like when they said family, they really, really meant it. Like right. It's you know, to witness that camaraderie and the love and the respect and the firm stance with each other over decades and decades and decades, you know, where the industry kind of has ripped a lot of people apart, they remained solid and calm and together. Did I lose you? We paused out. There we go. We got you back?
Yes.
We glitched out for a second, man, with the Dungeon family. That was
the vibe was too high, right?
Much. That was too much. We just broke the internet, by the way. Side note. Not only the Kardashians, you know, can break the internet or Ye in his prime, you know, like we just broke on the Podcraft just broke the internet. Only for a split second, but I think we could be proud, man.
So the Dungeon Family's albums, in between Cypress Hill and E40, my Ghetto Report card. Come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah, him and Old Dirty, same birthday.
Really? Wow, that's amazing.
Explain
E40 is such a major figure, man. And there goes Beanie Siegel. There goes the truth, man, right next to it.
Hope you got an extra mic in the fireproof booth.
Oh my God, dude, that bass is just, it never leaves you. It lives rent free in my head, man. And I allow it. Oh man. You got you got any rapid fire questions for me? I know Priest dipped out. Tell me what you need your people to know.
I want the people to know that you deal in the realm of universality in regards to what you capture right? So across genres, if you could walk us through the genres and the motivation behind capturing these genres, right? So there were some folks that you named, off of the beaten path in regards to music that folks might. This is one of the most educated uh, audiences ever, from
Great.
music perspective and just a life perspective. So it's not like you're gonna throw some names and they're like, "Who's that? What's that? What's that?" So
They know.
Call attention
they
to
know.
give, the honor of immortalizing it from a universal perspective.
Yeah, I think it comes back to it's how you approach the work. I think, you know what I mean? It's for me, it's as I'm processing sort of like the look back of 32 years of a career. I moved to New York in 93 and I began, right? So there's some early ones of, just trying to find my way and figure it out and what my contribution would be. But the look back of being really present in each moment. It's how I shot, who I shot, right? So it's not like there becomes a moment where photographically, creatively, artistically, you're on the same plane, but of service to somebody else's vision, perhaps introducing them to the version of themselves that they've not been introduced to. Like, this is how I see you. You know that? It's like, that's not how I see myself. I was like, yeah, but that's you. And it's like this heightened version. Like, I think there is some motivation, there's inspiration, there's certainly gratitude that I walk with at all times. Like, I want the best for everybody. I want people to feel fulfilled. I want the best version of yourself to be immortalized, as part of an individual project or whatever it is, just in life. Like, because when you look back at the memories, right? Let's say the white hot spotlight and the stage goes quiet. Like, was that a memory, like a core memory that meant something to you? Did those images mark a moment that was somehow unparalleled? Have I hit the highlight reel when your life flashes before you? Did I make the cut? Did what I give you and what our exchange was in that moment mean something? And I always try to make the moments mean something important to these artists, because it's bigger than an album drop. Again, when I'm saying I'm in the moment and I'm working in the moment, but I'm 20 years ahead. I might be 100 years ahead. I don't know. Who knows where we're going to be in 100 years, but certainly my mark was 20 years. Like, I'm not doing it for now. I'm doing it for what we're going to love and what we're going to introduce to the new generation that are going to carry the torch for us with the same passion, right? People are starving for the truth right now, right? Because there's so much fuckery out there, and I think that giving people an understanding of what we felt in real time when it had not been a path charted, like, and sort of mapped out. We were winging it as so many have done before, who became the mark of the moment. Like, hip hop was that. Again, I mean, you said it a few times, like, we weren't supposed to be here. Certainly I wasn't supposed to be here, I don't think, but I chose it. Like, I love this. Like, this is amazing. And I think so many people that invested all of their soul into the betterment of this movement should be held in the highest regard, regardless of, sort of how you got here or what your contribution was. It took all of our puzzle pieces to make something special. So for the people driven by full on ego, settle down. It wasn't just you. It was you. You were a big part. But there's a lot of people that got behind you. If it's a lawyer, manager, stylist, like custom shoemaker, Touré designs, designing wild shit for Busta Rhymes. Like, it was Busta's vision and he knew what he wanted, but somebody still executed. You know what I mean? Busta's a bad example because he's like a king. Like, you know, like all respect to Busta Rhymes and the legendary work that he's done tirelessly, thanklessly for many, many decades. Like, but now finally, like just smiling at peace and just still killing it and delivering the same wisdom, right? This is somebody who's driven by a higher purpose, has always been, you know. So, you know, it's just, I think it's like looking to these greats that have settled into a new role and understanding, you know, and there are so many, you know what I mean, that are just, you know, on their journey, man, and are walking with the same passion that they've always had, with the same love for the culture, because it afforded us the lives that we lead in a lot of ways. And I think that's what, you know, that's what I hope to walk with and continue to walk with is, you know, that gratitude. But like, I've lived a phenomenal life that I can't wait to tell people about so they can find their own path and live the greatest versions of themselves, you know, in any given moment, no matter the circumstances, and to cut through the nonsense to get to the truth always.
So I want to ask you about transitions and transitions from a dualistic perspective. Many of the people that you work with, you said earlier, you know, they were gone too soon. They were called home too soon.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you now with their transitions to have immortalized them in an authentic manner versus like some tabloid who might have had them in some kind of compromising position to sell a paper or to
Yeah.
bring sensationalism to some sort of blog or something like that? What does it mean to you to
Yeah.
have immortalized them
Yeah.
righteously?
Yeah, we don't deal in sensation, man. You know, the shiny things, like that's cool. Yeah, we could have that if we need it, you know, but it's like to stay grounded in what's real, um, in the moment, and again, for the history books. You know, it's a sad day when I go to my wall of fame that's ahead, you know, when I'm like, oh man, you got to pull that box down. You know, can you pull the Aaliyah box down? Can you pull the Jam Master Jay box down? Can you pull, you know, on and on and on and on. You know, we know who we've lost because we hold them high, and I think we need to really cherish those contributions even more than we do. Um, but to know that I gave my all in any moment, in the moment, right? And that I'm like clear-headed, passionate, always giving my all, always leaving everything on the field, if you will, you know, like that gives me the opportunity to create that feeling, you know, like Nipsey Hussle in the middle of Crenshaw and Slauson smiling ear to ear. You see it on the side of every marathon burger in LA. Like, what a joy, man. I'm part of that life. I'm part of the extension of the message. But like a pure moment of joy that we just had together now becomes celebrated forevermore as a representation of his spirit, right? And to remember people in the joy of them doing what they loved, you know, like, yo, that's such a gift, man, you know, to be chosen, I guess, in a way, you know, to create this work, but to be so present that you're able to kind of give that range of emotion. I think of a few photos like, you know, Chris Lighty smiling, you know, I've been told like, yeah, that's how I see him. Like that's always a Nipsey, the smiling, like his brother, like, no, it's just, that's the shot, man. That's the one we love, you know. ASAP Yams, we sent it to his mom, like, yo, I love to see my son smiling, you know. But then there's the iconic one of him with like hands in front of his face or whatever it was. Like, there's the balance of like iconic for hip hop and power and strength. But
Mhm.
then when the guard is taken down and you could get to the human, like you got to have both. And I think that requires a special engagement with the moment and also a special skill set where the technical becomes unconscious and you're just having this conversation. And to be able to find those answers, I think is the real gift. I would say psychology is a way bigger part of how I move through this earth, and being now a grown ass man, it's barely about me. You know, like it's like, oh, I get to do this again this day with that incredible artist. Bet, let's do it. You know, like so all of it's a gift. Every moment is a gift, and I think grounding myself in that keeps me pretty much at peace. And to know that it's way bigger than me, you know, with a 3-year-old son now, it's like, I'm invisible. I'm just here putting in the work, you know, like it's all him. That's all I see, you know? Yeah. And then just the love for all of the people that have really put in the hard work. It's not all I see. I see everybody, and I try to see everybody very clearly. And you know, again, gratitude is the cheat sheet, man. For me, that's the cheat code, cheat code, fucking the gift like that of understanding. I think is that, man, because it doesn't have to. None of it has to be yours. You know, none of what you receive is owed to you. You know, you just got to go like, and it's not even like I gotta take it. Yo, when they sleep, I'm awake. It's not even like rugged like that anymore. It's just, you know, what's yours is gonna come to you, and just allow it, and allow the lessons to come as well, because that makes you richer and gives you the ability to speak to more people from a position of understanding. I like it, man. I'm happy to be here. Stay healthy, people, you know. Stop eating that fried food and, you know, all that stuff.
What did Kane say or do / do for him to stand out in the pantheon of MCs that you credit for your insertion to get back to hip hop in the way that you do? What was it about Kane?
Kane and the DOC, man, was as a 17, 18-year-old young cat looking for answers out of Cleveland. Like, you know, I played soccer and tennis. Like, I was worldly and I was an artist, but, you know, and I wasn't a nerd. Like, I really got along with, like, really everybody. Like, and that was, you know, with effort. You know, the nerds and the artists and the soccer players, tennis players, football players, wrestlers. Like, I didn't care. Like, they were just like people. You know, I wanted to know about everybody, right? But I think the discovery of hip hop, you know, and the entry point in high school was like, oh man, this is like the beats, of course, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, if you have an understanding of music, the beats like totally pulled me in. But people with the ability to say things in a way that I couldn't think up. Like, I've grown to love words later in life, but I was more like logical math. I read for information. Like, there wasn't poetry and flow and like ebbs and flows and how to connect one lyric to the next one and finish a sentence, you know, like, and Kane had all of that. And, you know, again, as a young man, like, yo, that's what a man is. That's a dude right there. That's a fucking cool ass motherfucking dude. Like, I want to be like that. So the octave of the voice drops a little bit. You know, you get the little slang, you try and throw it in the mix, like, but just what he was saying and how he was saying it, and then the visuals behind it, I was like, that guy's got it made. Like, that guy's got it made. He's like with Naomi and Madonna in a pool, and they're just half, you know, naked in bikinis, his shirt off with gold chains, like, fucking the coolest cat ever. What? And you know, the bass in Doc's voice and the passion of delivery, like, you know, he is one of the greatest with one album, like with 2, Helter Skelter, and then, you know, Doctor, you know what I mean? But like that one, the formula, dude, that was the formula, you know? So like each of them equally, I think what they did to make me understand that I wanted to contribute to this in any way that I possibly could, because I just wanted to be around it. But I wanted to also know it before I inserted myself in the conversation. You know what I mean? And I think that was college radio for 4 years. That was listening to Common, Tribe Called Quest, De La, you know, the legends that were coming out between, you know, 89 and 93. That little window was like learning, and then learning, you know, R&B and Jodeci and Christopher Williams. And, you know, like my R&B game is even probably tighter than my hip hop love and my reggae and my soca. Like, I'm an R&B cat, you know, bust some Alexander O'Neal and some Donny Hathaway. Like, let's go, dude. What are we doing? That's what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. Joe, you know, Donnell Jones. Like, let's fucking do this. Anyway, Right. I could go on so many tangents when it comes to music and
there's all of the tangents. We're here for all of the tangents, right? It makes
all of
sense.
it I just love, but it shows the depth of passion that I have for not just one thing and one note of this culture, right? It takes it all, absorbing it all, sponging it all to be able to apply yourself to a lot of different conversations. And then the wisdom that comes from getting burned and seeing the bottom and seeing the top and being able to relate to everything in between, you know, I think is what allows me to be a great photographer and somebody that connects with subjects on a really meaningful level. And I hope that people feel the same way, because I'm here for, I have always been here for just that, you know, is creating incredible moments with somebody to give to the world that is going to last forevermore with a bit of luck.
The right, taking something that's a passion, a dream, a desire, or a space of self-discovery, and making it a viable, sustainable business where you become top of mind in an industry, right? Not just a subject matter expert. You can be great at something.
Sure.
That people call you for. Like they beat down your door. Like, all right, so how long I gotta wait? What's the waiting list? All right, where am I in the pecking order? All right, I'm fine with that. In your, you know, years, you know, and decades, and how did you begin that process, or where would you say that process presented itself? Okay, this is a viable option. This is the only thing I have to do for the rest of my life. I don't have 7 other side hustles to. You understand what I'm saying? So, where did that
I'm hustling.
come
Be
alive
clear.
for you? Yeah, I mean, I already know you're a hustler, right?
I'm
so
looking for yeah. I'm
so
hustling.
How do you build that empire
yeah.
in that way to where you fortify?
I don't know. I guess understanding that was possible. You know, once I took off and understanding that this was a possibility that I could do this, was like, oh man, I'm giving it my all. Let's go. Let's keep going. I'm still here. Oh, shit. All right, let's keep going. You know, so. And then you realize that you're making a difference in people's lives when they invite you back for the second album, the third album, the fourth album. You know, like that's also part of the gift. You know what I mean? Is the ability to do the dance. Getting the call is the gift. Like, hey man, time to do it again. Like, oh, really? Let's go. What are you on this time? Let's get this one sharper. Like, we have a shorthand established. What are we gonna do for this one? Oh man, I can't wait, bro. Oh man, it's so good to hear from you. Like, it's genuine. It's genuine. Like, I'm not into games. You know, I'm into, like I said, the truth. You know, and I think that's what I seek now more than ever. And if that means that there are only a handful of people in orbit with me, so be it. Let God sort them out. Just a shameless clips drop. I don't know, man. I respect them so much. They're killing it. But that's what I got for you tonight, bro. That's what I got.
You on Hot 97, right? You on with Sway in the morning. You understand? I saw you on the TED Ed. You understand what I'm saying? It's like there's so many places throughout this pantheon in regards to speaking. You know, what does that feel like for you in that regard, to be able to take something that you did once and be able to articulate it in a manner present still in that moment and give it as a gift of speech or motivation for people to realize themselves and to find the best parts of their dream. So through your, not just the camera, I want to say this, right? Not just the camera, you have the set ability to be able to show people who they are, but through your words also. You have the ability to speak and to, supplant something righteous in the spirit of the people, to be able to get them to rise the occasion to be who you see them as well. So
it's a gift to have a voice still, period. You know, like to be relevant, to be guiding a generation, to get a call from a young photographer like, I'm trying to figure it out. How did you do it? Like, look, my path isn't going to work for you. I'll tell you exactly how I did it, but your path is going to be different, And I think that is a great you know, a mentor isn't really the right word, you know, but that's like a motivator. Like I want to motivate people to find, like, be better than me. Don't be me, be better than me. Like go past what my example is, because I continue to try and raise the bar higher and higher. And I still feel like I have another couple of decades to give, you know, like I really do feel like this is a meaningful calling that I will see all the way through. And there may be 6 other hustles, you know, that happen as well, because I don't feel like I'm no longer a one note kind of dude. Like I'm just a shooter, you know, like that's cool. Yeah, I love that. I love doing that. But what else? You know, is it painting? Is it travel? Is it, you know, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot to give, but you know, once the book is done, we'll dive into that, you know, the next chapter. But that's what's coming, man. That's what I have to give. Man, I'm so grateful for the time, man, and for the non-statistical questions, and for the ability to walk down memory lane with you, to see some of these album covers and to go back to these individual moments, man. But yeah, man, let's leave them wanting more, man. We got an hour and 40 minutes of gold, you know. But
so final thoughts, anybody want to shout out, acknowledge, if people want to get in contact with you, if they can afford
Well, it's right down here, man, at Jonathan Mannion. I answer my DMs to the best of my ability. If you come in with like something more than like, hey, can you mentor me? Like, could I come get you a cup of coffee? Like, shit, yeah, bring me a coffee, man. But then turn around and get out of here. Like, you know, bring your A game, man. Don't, you know, approach me like I'm a grown up, you know. But you know, the shout outs is, you know, to the entire industry, everybody that's given me an opportunity to dance, you know, to Priest, to yourself. I'm grateful for the airtime, and to be able to reinforce the message that many know and some are being introduced to, you know, the fact that this is an educated music audience that are tapped into your world. It's just nice to share some time, man. And I hope people, you know, continue to support the real ones out there. I'd love to be considered in that group, to have the support and the love, and, you know, yeah, that's it. You know, big up Team Mannion, who's standing strong over here, doing our best. That's it, man. You know, we're really just, it's getting exciting again. And I'll leave it at that. I feel like 25, there's been a lot of lessons. You know, I claim every year, like, yo, 2023 is gonna be it. COVID's over, we're going, and then it's like, wasn't it? All right, 24 is mine. Like 25, like, oh shit, again, fuck, more lessons. Oh, but I feel like 26 is gonna be a nice one. You know, I feel like the energy's back. I feel like, you know, people are hating less and less, because it's just tiring, man. You know, it's gotta like, you gotta be a miserable fucker to just hate all the time, man. Like, we're here to support each other, and to, you know, and to really get behind something that's meaningful. Because when you look back, man, if you were just a tired, miserable fucker, like, I don't know, man, like, get behind the people that you love, really support them, support your people, not just the people you idolize, right? Like the false idol business, man. Like, yo, enough. You know, we're seeing many examples of, you know, how human people can be, right? And, you know, forgive quick, keep it moving, but, like, you know, make the boundaries, take care of yourself, people. Like, all of the righteous messages that you've been hearing from everybody all along, right? This is a very, very fast industry, and people are not always going to be as solid as you are, right? And you know, if you're out there and you're solid, you know, like, just steady with everything, you know? So find that center, be calm, man, walk your path, and create, make things, uplift each other, you know? I can leave it at that and feel good about it, man, you know? And buy my book.
Buy the book.
Okay. Pre-order, man. I might put a pre-order up tomorrow, man. You know, just
do so.
Man, come on, man. Let's go. Get behind it, man. That's it, man.
We will definitely see you back here, and I will
anytime.
See you in person soon.
Yeah, that sounds great, man. Yeah, pull up, man, as the kids say. Do the kids still say that?
I don't know what the kids say.
No cap. Pull up.
I guess.
No cap, I heard us. Yeah, that's it. You can't say no cap. Anyway, I'm just doing my best, man. I really, it's nice to have a smile on my face, man, even after all these years, because it could have taken me down, much of it, but it's like, no. Yeah, this life, man. It's a gift to have challenges, man. That means you're strengthening all the time, and I think, seeing your way through that and like, yeah, still here. What's up? Let's go do it again. Like to have the same passion and love to walk with, man, I think means a lot, man. And hopefully anybody who's like stayed this long and listened in, man, I hope you got something out of it,
Definitely.
But even if it's just me and you, bro, it's been a pleasure.
Everybody got it. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family. Shout out to John Newsom, the grand connector. He always connecting us up.
Man, yeah, he did people. He did it.
Masterful.
Yeah, man. Respect and blessings, man. Much love,
right.
And I'll see you soon, man.
All
Pull
right.
up. All right, man. Respect.
Peace.
Love.
Carry the weight of remorse and confusion at equal measure. As I return to my throne with my foot on the black stone with Hebrew letters. Silence swallows my courts. The justice becomes stiff as a corpse. As the weight of my words sit in their thoughts. Priests of infinite force. Their faces etched with questions. It shook like an etch-a-sketch. Out the text, how did he resurrect? I'm out of the second death. The house of Melchizedek. Not dying, just held my breath. Start climbing from hell steps. The gravity of the situation began to settle. They said horrified, he's in the skin of the devil. An eerie suspense, each discovery echoed. Chambers of whispered fears and fractured stories of my missing years. Now I'm back on glory. The enigmatic writing with the tip of a lightning is frightening. In my textbook that death put with hearses, writing fork green verses and red hooks. Inside of my bed-style bars, it's all shots. I found skills in Brownsville, wall to wall with ops. More things to jot, more things to watch. With a task push to Flatbush, a ring around the block. All the hood flicks and Bushwick. It's like I wrote with a bullet. From my memoirs gun, triggers, ideas pulled it. The results unschooled the reality. Sun Tzu's mentality. This kung fu that balanced me. The T makes me the Alpha Omega MC. Greatness. I died laughing, attended my own funeral, left wine glasses, shedding tears of joy like weddings. In the atmosphere near destroyed. My index on Jesus' death. Till I get my point across. Took the stride of torrents, trying to wipe the anointing off. Lamps with no oil, y'all vessels for the devil. Throw shade, roll over in your grave, I got the shovel. My face in the tarot. Read your palm, see the storm, escape from the ghetto. Where the air thick as a pair of griffins. Above the stained glass window sitting. Angels clash in my writtens. There's blood, painting, ashes in my scriptures. Back off, this ain't what you asked for, it's forbidden. You don't need a passport, all you need is a thought, it's cemented. Dimensions, you're going in and coming out every sentence. Peace to Kai Zodiac, Star Map Ascension. Priesthood recordings, standing ovation, the whole nation. I can see Julius Caesar applauding. The search now through purple clouds. Shout out to Thurston Howe, polo shirts through power. Ourselves roar across. Ralph Lauren, behold a pale horse. Young men that fell court. Some sell, some snort, some nail to the cross, while others make bail. That's jail in New York, in every city, state, and every coast. Though there's plenty ways to never choke.
Have you heard of Nag Hammadi? No? Let me tell you about it. The Nag Hammadi Library is a collection of 13 ancient books called codices, containing over 50 texts. Texts that present a radically different view of early Christian beliefs.
During the early race, man wanted real estate, so he started building shape. Others started to fill away, though they started killing snake. Those of the worldly faith found themselves in pearly gates, left his seat as girl inflates. Blessed he who elevates. set the tea and meditate. Rain splash off of the stained glass. Medieval cathedrals that still stand in Spain and France. Skeleton figures how many diamonds his ring had. The courts had green grass. The hawks took spring baths. Across where kings clashed, they fought for the queen's hand. A masterpiece done by priests. Refractory property so unique. Sister goes Sophia in her holy seat. Her feet Alistair Crowley sleeps. It's where Kiss and Bon Jovi meet. The Greek, the beast, the owl covered in rosaries. Prophetess, potions, and poetry. A Braxis Reba Simha. The lion called Simba. When rhyming, I'm the Templar. The troubadour, make music for the temper. The rooster call from roof to floor. The eyes in the center. The truth is all manly hall. What lies within the picture. The fruit don't fall. Nuclear war that ties within the scriptures. The zodiac sign of Hitler. More than one Jack the Ripper. More than one Shakespeare. For some of it take years. The Nagamadi God body that practice motionless karate. The dragon on my Vatican Armani. Nagamadi, Nagamadi. Craft I'm in, I'm mastering. The carpentry, the scaffolding. Corian stones to cornerstones. When I grab the pen, I fall in my zone and reach the African. Plastered in the walls of Rome, the priest is practicing. The royals on the doors of the dome, pads and fabric skin. On the mountain surrounded by columns, writing my album. All alone like a minute in solemn, solving my problems. Gothic sanctuaries, the wall of St. Mary's. The Gospel of John is scary. Lately I've been drinking heavy, reading Psalms with nervous palms. Open the vote, grab my sword and my coat of arms. Murder I wrote. Nagamadi library.
I hear spirits I'm aware when they whisper. Books and steps climbing up my stairs in the mirror. Zodiac webs, but the air in a twister.
The Nagamadi God body
rare for the listener. Yo, Nagamadi, Nadi crusade. Good Lord, hooksaw chopping with the moon blade. 10 planets in my space, jamming when the tunes played from sampling the groove late. Acoustics, he's not in his body, but after all, he asked the all, so he's not in his body. Nagamadi, disagree, but really could've Nagamadi's body's out for karma, I'm a robbery. Nagasaki thought train, Nazi trolley stopped his folly. I'm a turbid legend, heads were told by how to spot me. Never poke a dot on a leopard, the grand menagerie. Right before they make their next move, they say the planets watch me, follow me forever. When the camera shot me, Mandelbrot me. Cosmic egg, Naga, exotic beaches in the sand in Bali. Woke up a giant, thought the trees upon the land were broccoli. Y'all don't understand it probably. Kick inside the gown of Lakshmi. Never reached the ground, the top and see me. And they found the mock, they found the copy, sound karate. As speaking, I found the cocky on the clock, I knew and doom. Mask up underground, Gaddafi, ancient astronaut from Mali. Yes, I'm high, but not on Mali. Exercise, Pilates, Daddy, cards with wands. Manuscripts, but couldn't hold the manuscripts of Marble Khan. Shalabam, Electromagnetic carbon. Painted me in dark bronze, apocryphon of car. Hypostasis of the archon. Delete computer cookies out the language to the jargon. Avians, Acadians, praying in the Sargon. Start calm, then it got crazy up in stark calm. Intelligence that blew their brains, they say I was a smart bomb. Creation, yo, extra helio, made out of nothing. Society is fake, it's a great amount of bluffing. Ancient books looking like they just came out the oven. Yes, miles of Vegas, living water, mystic order. Yahweh ain't as cold as his, Nagamadi coldest is. Lamb upon the codices, the solar bridge, exploded lids. I showed the kids to stand on top of lotuses. Bible or eyeball, lyrics in the sky wall. Miracles inside pour my ministry. See men as trees, my enemies see end them easy. Right with venom, ink was hissing, writing still, leaving books burning like the Inquisition. Never asked forgiveness, astrophysics, back to business. Globe models hanging on my balls, call it sacrilegious.
That tells a completely different version of a story you thought you knew by heart. These manuscripts were hidden for a reason. In the end, Nag Hammadi's texts aren't just relics. They're a bombshell on traditional teachings, showing us just how diverse and dynamic early Christian thought was.
date with summer. She said Leos have egos, but make great lovers. That's all that she knows. Ocean, white seagulls, sky turns purple, Virgo. On the sand with Merlot, her clothes off. Her skin so soft, it turned cold, wind from the north. Beneath the purple spinning sky. Let me tell you about my twin, Jim and I. We were wet from the waves till our linen dried. Then the sun started to fade, thin in tides. It's all love, but I hate when women lie. She said she was just my summer fling. Wait till spring, she'll come again. She kissed me gently, I rubbed the winter hair. White as snow, we said cheers to our New Year's. Right in flows, the night is cold. Come here, put this jacket on. My dear, took some tongue cat, Aaliyah and horny goat, Capricorn. It's getting late after dawn, let's make some passion porn. She said wait, let me score them till the autumn. It's like a lake when we falling. Brown, orange, sound of birds calling. Don't beat around the bush, get to the point. Taurus, or our envy poison. Left us a corpse in the cold. Scorpio, coffee in the loft with some weed rolled. A kilo, fish scales, Pisces. Summer of love, sheer bliss. Reminisce, kiss and tell. Ocean, boat sails, big whales. Times I miss, she said, this is the season, let's take a picture. Aquarius, pouring out a heart. Take a chariot like a cherry pick. Seasons, morning till it's dark, like Sophia the Caesar. She said I should never leave her. Thoughts are laying on her heavy. Libra, you be my angel, I'll be your leader. She looked back at me, don't be a jackass, Sag. Couldn't think of why you always stay mad. That's why we always bump heads. Aries, I used to drill it like a ram. Relationship got cancer. Sideways, held on things like a crab, especially our past. But seasons are our destiny's last. Forever November 22, a stick of gum, pennies and glue. Loafers on sofas with you. Mocha, posters of us too. Seasons. Summer, winter, spring, fall. Seasons. All seasons. I love the seasons. The seasons. The seasons while we're here. The seasons while we're here.
Yo, colleagues, equilibrium, that master the gun style. My cell phone's own, quarter past with the sundown. But Aries answer saying he'll be back from a gun trial. Caught shooting the breeze in the back is the sun child. Libra, that's a phone to the side, but mine Jupiter. Capricorn, answer with one ring to rule them all. Sun King Aquarius change can make you new it all. Taurus are the spokes in the wheel, they know who to call. Superman, rise to the occasion when the humans spoil a lonely child. Better sandcastles with the hands of time, relax, meditate, stay home like the Cancer sign. Gemini 12, imagine I'm Peter Pan, I'm on the pitter pattern of the brain drop rings of the grand design. Phantom of the amber shrine, Virgo things you can't combine, but it makes the plans align. Leo under the camera time, up the stage I look up at the stars like they're fans of mine. Scorpio found treasures he ain't seeking, never plan to find. Fish up his footprints in the annals of the sands of time. Pisces footprints, 12 inches is the ruler. 12 signs, the ecliptic is a jeweler. Sag cross the spirit river in the physical maneuver. Aston Martini, take a sip of the Kahlua. Godcraft, coming hopper to the ship is our maneuver. The 4 seasons, I call them the 4 C's. 7 in the center, it calls me the 4 C's. I'm leaving bars behind like I walk through the doors free. So much self-esteem, I can walk through the walls, see? Messes in the numbers, I met her in the summer. Hit after hit, I never guessed I was a drummer. Wrestled the Leviathan, my vessel is the lion's den. Moby Dixon never made the steppers out of hydra skin. I sat back and watched the time spindler. Zodiac Goldie, Optimus Prime Minister who climbed the sky ladder to rocket for my temperature. And once I reached the pinnacle, I got the perfect view. Sometimes I'm not even sure if I'm on earth with you. Be prepared when the seasons come. 4 creatures, 4 wheels that complete the one. 12 signs on the road, what will we become? In a race against time, who can beat the sun? Be prepared when the seasons come. 4 creatures, 4 wheels that complete the one. 12 signs on the road, what will we become? In a race against time, who can beat the sun?
Yeah. tiny, dressed godly. The book of Proverbs I embody. Student enrollment, my music's golden. With writtens that influence my opponent. I'm fluent when I'm flowing. The words from faculty to nurture, carved out in murder. Priest rockin' cherry, that's from Persia. Write rhymes using old English curses, like I'm from 685 BC circa. Get off your knees, you know not what you worship, but salvation's for the merchants. Black child of the Berbers, the ruler of Sahadon. Write it in a book made of bronze. They're like you pushing my creative palms. When I was born, there was major storm. A black god in his greatest form. I'm what real rap listeners was waiting on. I mastered the 7 skills, so I was taking long. Then went back and got the 8. That's not in the book. It's not seen, not spoken. Only true masters can relate. In this place, there's no time, no date. God says you have to rhyme to be great. Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim, I'm a whole lion. Like Gilgamesh and write a scroll in soul of Zion. Ishtar in front of Urdu Malisi. Sit on his throne easy and write a poem weekly. Priest in his own, my microphone become a species. All on its own, new chromosomes. Bones Marvel DC, my impact on rap. To free all the righteous people trapped. I'm oversteered and we under attack. Bismarcky music was godly. 82 they dropped Atari. 26 empty clips, John Gotti. Killah Priest hip hop version of Bob Marley. Amongst the Ansars, Israelite Muslims and God bodies. Now we got the whole taps. As far as deep, only priest flow is left. I took an oath to hold a set. The Asher, Ike, in the writing. Holy Bible, Genesis, chapter 6, speak on the giants. My favorite anime, Attack on Titans. Favorite boxer, Mike Tyson. When rhyming, I miss the excitement. Play more, Killah Priest, golden. Gold, play more, Killah Priest. Priest, it's from around the way. Shout out to all the DJs. About the rhyme with the skills. Killah Priest keeps it real. You want it like that, so you got it like that. You want it like that, so you got it like that. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. The black Jews to the 52 states. All those who relate, this is not up for debate. The stars form a hexagon shape. Metatron in the face. My body forms in the Babylon race. Through megastorms, electrons made a heart pulsate. Piece of Capadon, Raycorn and Ghostface. Islam is your faith. Open Qurans beneath Ramadan dates. A Hittite king assassinated by a Syrian prince. A chronicle from the honorables recorded the event. Also with the help and the blessings of a religious establishment. Priest is the dragon in the trench. It's raining badly, I'm throwing daggers while I'm drenched. On the top of his palace, I scale down, looking through his windows, eating salad. Holding the chalice, I'm moving silence. Like smoke, you'll never taste the scope on your palate. Who wanna hold their throat in a challenge? Bleeding out, trying to stop the blood while I kneel on the prophet rug. Shots blow through the window, snowflakes in my memento. Gold plates, blindfold, tied up, pillowcase. Foreign voice asking me for info. They fed me whiskey till I'm pickled. They hit me in the arm with the sickle, but I'm calm and official. Alarms whistle, royal priesthood came with the gang. Save the Messiah, fire rain. Armageddon, the beast beheaded, we reign supreme. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Play more Killah Priest. Play more Killah Priest. Say the fake one. Yo, you need some understanding. Here we go, here we go. To learn the laws and commandments, cause we're learning. Yo, the city. Our mind is gonna blame. Not using our mind. We're not using our mind. We're losing it every day. You know what I mean? Priesthood. We always seem distracted. I'm distracted. Our magic always cause a reaction when we're real magic, rap magic. You know what I mean? In the streets of the city, Brooklyn, Bronx, love solo gems. Let's go. Hebrews always talk about reparation. I came here from another world. What we say? With just a hood on me. Just a hood. Just a ooh. Just a hood on me. Swollen bones expressed with screams. Naked, wet in streams, cold water, running dry, body sunken. Each finger a row of golden rings. Each tell their moments with heroic genes. It's detailed perfectly, encrypted in codes on beams like mercury. Written on scrolls unseen, only the word to see. Missing head rolls from guillotines and perjury. Body released the soul in surgery. The mirror is clean before it cracks. Killah is back at the murder scene to clean his tracks. At the darkest hour of the night, glides on the wings of bats. Like a black avenger called the crow above a phoenix bat. Swirling ravens around my fountain pen. There's all my written text, unforgiven death, counted sin. If so, I write this epistle, holding a crystal, trying to counter them. With rhymes I'm balancing, and the mind is challenging. And all my writing books that lightning pushed. Open with burning pages, minister from sermons from ages. A lot remain hermits nameless. Hip-hop ordained minister of greatness. Came in the game from a spaceship. My merkable message, wordsmith on records. Magic, check it. It's like I'm related to the inventor of Tetris. It's weird, cause as my name slowly go down in the pages of history, the book disappears. My bars then reappear in shapes that's great. From the top, then slowly drop. It's reoccurring as ghostly hip-hop. I'm the phantom. Hold your attention for ransom. In my father's house, there's many mansions. Each room a bar, lounge, and expanded. A black K stretched next to a Celtic P. The crest etched upon my eldry. Red rosaries, holy beads. They read, I wrote a creed for the dead that goes to the elderly. Try to put a hex and spell on me. Ropes around the necks fell from trees. Open the doors of the cellars, make you dwell in hell for centuries. As the middle age seal reveals the MCKP, an executioner, with a letter from Lucifer. The dreads go booyaka from Memphis to Utica. I'm really that vulgar as I read from the stilly of the vultures. I'm hip-hop, I'm the city and the culture. Watch, I play chess upon the universe. Map first, flat earth, pull up my chair. I use the borough of Queens as my queen. Protect Brooklyn as king. They call check as I place Manhattan on the Madison Square. Then wait calm, you can't touch the Bronx. You in check, you got a problem, try to lift up Harlem. He touched Strong Island next. I start smiling, that's checkmate, Staten Island. 32 pieces from my Charlene set. Who went next? I shuffle tectonic plates like it's a deck. Any concept, my sword of plead with all flesh. It's Killah, priest, the war vet. The goat of Psalms, coat of arms, and medals on my broad chest. Othello and shove devils into a vortex. Eyes yellow like the great owl. As my mic appears from out the gray clouds, my verse heard in rave sounds and frequencies of high pitches. Hide in hieroglyphics, the lyrics is aged now. A sage found. How do I stay bound? Young with a face frown. I'm older with grace. On my shoulders go plates. I went from headaches, but now on my head is where they place crowns. Caution when walking on my stage with your sacred grounds.
Anywhere our feet touch become sacred grounds. See us walking over clouds wearing flaming crowns. If you ain't speaking with love, it's just a waste of sound. Sacred ground, laid it down, builders of the ancient mounds. Anywhere our feet touch become sacred ground. See us walking over clouds wearing flaming crowns. If you ain't speaking with love, it's just a waste of sound. Sacred ground, laid it down, builders of the ancient mounds. Lips of death kissed me and it died right before me. See, they say the Grim Reaper took his eyes when he saw me free. They need me like breath, though they cried and ignored me. So ironic, knew I was the most high as a shorty. Trees tried to record me in their rings, years of extra Lakers. Why y'all don't see that every tree's a stack of record players? Nectar mayor, nexus maker, killers on our best behavior. They say your next friend could also be your next betrayer. Magic trick, 3 eyes that saw me in half. I'm illustrating, brilliant, raving, spoken, taught me the math. Now it's all I see, thought I did. A seraphim that shared honeydew, melanin with the Z hive that's swarming me. They rhyme and it's boring me to dime. Be the glory, he's Allah's favorite suit. I arrived when he wore me, God. Body in the cleaners, had a stellium in Virgo. Kid adrenochrome sippers, melatonin into Merlot. Flying over New Jeru, I saw a giant priest rhyming on beats in a circle, playing chess with all the boroughs. I said I got next, sat on Bridic and dropping words, snow like ashes. Serapis, Cabraxis, we played some worlds ago. I reached my jersey pieces from Monopoly and AC. Computer hacked the saxophone, called the music to play me. To learn your pattern, son, your KP. Where should I move my next? Word horse, jumpkin' JC, Or is that move smart? I sparked the LEO with ideas to build a new art. The move is nights falling, cause his curtains made the room dark. I'm serving turns to blows that level the playing field. From owners to renting, the kingdom will never kneel. From Brooklyn to guillotine neck, protect your shoulder mug. Upon his head he wore a T-set. I spit a soldier's blood. The mad MAGA hand of the dagger is still liquid. Watch it on Camden in slow motion, it's still missing. The Knights of L's cut off their legs and still kick the globe back to the subconscious mind where it existed. Bishop coming at an angle, but would he? Maybe he missed it. Spot the rook coming trying to take the Queen Elizabeth. Swept the pieces off the glass roof. Watch her the slow breaking ozone Lakers. Once connected to the turbo deep, they trying to figure out how I cut them with a steel sword. And though I danced across the ceiling, they was still floored. Skilled at war, though I became human, I was still the Lord. Right until my name became huger than a billboard. I almost cracked the firmament, yeah, with just the surface below. While I was in the sky, breakdancing as the earth was rotating in the circle, I created an inferno. My breath across the glass wrote my name into the words glow. Head spinning on the ceiling like iguanas, it's the lizard ill. Nothing ever happened if it's all a dream, it isn't real. Pictures in your image real, lightning that I get to wheel. Rip the wheel, whip a pill, bananas when I drove off. Grasping with the spoke speak, magic on the throne seat. I'm faster like I don't eat, magic when our souls cross. Say the future limits you, traveling with no peak. Hide and seek the time I sneak back again, but don't peek. I saw myself counting on the map again, the stone chic. But many kings vanished, cause their character was so weak. Collab with God until we slay the dragon on its own beat. Out the lid, on this pot they battling with no heat. Without my hands I caught a glimpse, then married it with cold feet. I walked on thin ice and melted half until there's no sheet. The Matrix figure skater, one that battling your whole fleet. The greatest figure skater, to the math magician, don't cheat. But what if no one can see us? No squares to hold and keep us. No board and no chess box, just astronosis Jesus. We just played each other's music, it controls the pieces. Humans on the sidewalk, squares, planet psychokinesis. Every move connects fate and empty heads and neck weight. Santos and priests in Australia, we talk to plant ghosts. Created
like money together. Now that's a checkmate.
Made the devil eat his heart out from off his breastplate.
Ty Phoenix. From a mustard seed, I must succeed. Through storm clouds, a horned owl just brush the trees. The rainfall, I remain small, so luckily the grain is tall, but I change form, become a tree. Dusting off my leaves, the moth and bee swirl around me. A world with no boundaries. The ignorant 10% thought it was just a breeze. Throwing dirt, cause they heart holes in their hurt. Hey yo, Ty, you know the chart shows when to be alert. This goes from 2 in a verse to a whole universe. The altitude is windy, but through currents and air pockets, a rare prophet. To feel the world is too empty, it's too much to explain. Top pH is the water, so it's only right she rain. And y'all know my name. Yeah, Todd Wave.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we are. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us.
A royal priest beside a phoenix is no less than fire. Every bar's a power line like an electric wire. We interplanetary beings, we can stand the sun. Been to 23 galaxies like a Samsung. When they speak of royalty, they thinking J and B. I'm talking higher deities and the awakened me. Unmistakably, I leveled up from A to B. Laid this beat like it was masonry. Don't play with me. Going higher than the rest of them. Flying, we caress the wind. Tower over lesser men, taller than the Nephilim. Use it like a sharp sword, so you will respect the pen. Claiming my reward every day, I put the effort in. Jewels around the throat chakra like a diamond necklace. Gather knowledge, drop clues like a crime detective. I took the road less traveled, found divine direction. We on the plane of existence where space and time connecting.
Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Taking you higher than you ever been. Feel the rush in the air when we touch the wind. Soaring with the eagles, baby, here we up. In the clouds past heaven, baby, fly with us. Fly with us, fly with us, fly with us, fly with us, fly with us. Fly with us.
Silent. Rain and thunder, the pain I'm under. Paranoid, I keep seeing the same numbers. Even on the train that's coming. Lights in the tunnel. I'm standing at the terminal of eternal jewels.
God is love. It's either that you just did. The same thing that created the tree created me. The same elements that created water created you. Same element that creates the wind and the rain created woman. God is everyone and everywhere.
I said it before, I'm a melody, a metaphor. I'm the L-O-V-E, comma, MC, comma, mentor, comma, Assalamu alaikum, breaking, Satan, embracing the day sun with night arms, quite calm. You see peace as we sleep, as you stare in the spheres, you hear light bombs, distorted noise, distant thunder, a sense of joy and mystic wonders. Spring is escorted into fall's courthouses in the winter season to visit summers.
The moon and the stars, the fields full of grain, the soft summer breezes and the mountain rains, it all belongs to my Father.
Abba now is Shabbat Shemayim, Orion, Holy Mount Zion, snowy owls flying. I watched them closely, then slowly they morphed into Kobe Bryant. Talking, what is he saying? Then behind them I saw thousands of musicians playing instruments, intimate, actors and entertainment giants, masters of science. Get a path with their guidance. I'm in the craft when I'm writing. I am brass, I am diamonds. I wear a mask to keep them shining.
I believe in man. I believe in woman. I believe that we can change anything that's wrong. I believe that God gave every man and every woman the power to change, to cause effect, to treat people decently. We have the power to feed the hungry children or not to feed. We have the power to give and administer justice or non-justice. We have the power for everything.
I dissolve the Old and New Testament like it's a peppermint. These gospels open up my nostrils. The treatment's like a medicine. It secretes within my tonsils. Then I speak counsels to my apostles. Like it's heaven sent, like Jesus and the Nephilims. I'm in past and present tense. To a master devil Schmidt, to the upper class of presidents. Whether testosterone or estrogen.
Wait a minute, the colossal bones left evidence. Paintings of these ancient astronauts on these stones are copper tone. Silo, let's make an instrument. Chisel, now place the rocks on his phone. Then put it in his box that's unknown. The sun is hot, ozone, layer, prayer, watch. Time stops the invention of hip-hop. This is a microphone. The scenery is like a twilight zone. That's how I write poems. As I hone in my third eye combs. Then combs through ancient black civilizations and highlight thrones. Blood type Israelite to the real Christ is shown.
Do you believe in God? That is God to me. God is trees, air, women, men, children. We are made in his image. So my philosophy is if we're in his image, we must really be close to him. So man and woman must be a part of him. That is God.
are giving you these scriptures on our authority and by the authority of the prophets and the apostles, who came to open everybody's eyes to the fact that you are too manifestations of the divine. This discovery is the gospel, that is the good news, with the eternal energy of the universe and the love that moves the sun and other stars.
When KP is silent, he's still powerful, like a pharaoh in knowledge. Y'all think about it, when y'all done, I'll be over to the next one. Giving your mind and your ears direction. What you hear is perfection. When you disturb the Egyptian kings, death comes swift on wings. Either kiss the ring or get bit and sting, or it's dimethyltryptamine. That mean you die while you trip off of beings. No human beings what you're seeing. Only me in a huge coliseum, with slaves following me to their freedom, with trumpets and swords, and we taking out the kingdom. When I rap, I'm Lord, and this is my Eden. I write in my laws for the snakes and treason. Chariots out the floor that I'm placing my feet in. Horses put my microphone cord, I take a seat then. We thrust through my bedroom door straight into deep winds. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat of the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat of the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. I wrote on steles and pillars of master Killah and Jizza, and saw my own reflection crash into mirrors. The healer, shout out the RZA, the cure. My rhymes could be mistaken as cocaine lines so pure. I should've wrote this on aluminum foil, light a torch beneath it, to the room is fumed with the royal, like Upper Egypt. Back in the days we used to fight if you scuffed a sneaker. Your name ring bells to the school if you snuffed a teacher. I used to rhyme off a boombox with a busted speaker, back when Biggie and Tupac was just a feature. I started rhyming like I couldn't be touched by neither. I was only a child like King Tut, but deeper. While y'all poses on Instagram, I put roses in the pentagram, scent in my nose when I kill a ram. I'm son of man, rappers think they goats but they still a lamb, so I use it for a coat and to warm my hands. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat of the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat of the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun.
Meet the gray eyes Moses like I rock a cane and turn into a serpent in my top reign. I'm certain that I'm not sane. The end is near. Engineer service in the clock train. Glock range, Dr. Strange, lend your ears, hemispheres. Hammers from the top crane while handling the rock cane. Ran before the cops came. This manual was not named. Now they call me Rock Kane, the spotlight cool Jesus rapper. Half a brigade and half a militant. He's the master. Read the chapter even after I can hear the demons' laughter. From A to Z I found these letters between, written by Allah's hands. Every step is supreme. Flew across the hot sands, turning breath into steam. Make nimbus clouds by dining on electric cuisine. In the center of it all, but still never be seen. The memoirs of Superman who flew ahead of his dreams. Clan of the 10 planet spheres under one roof with me. Combine them all, made a W. Like there's two of me. You gotta feel it like your moon degree. But who would see the breeze who stole heavy mental riding on the ferry? My flow across the wave valley, like riding on a jet ski. Turn the heavy, getting to heaven like the science has possessed me. Spirit in the body, use the iris to impress me. Calls from the astral plane, need a psychic to connect me. I gotta hand it to him, knowing lightning couldn't catch me. Run me the procedures, sweetest honey Indonesia. Staying on my D-Nars like money in Tunisia. While they studying how Nas ticks, I was with the Gnostics. Until I started rapping like I couldn't be touched by either. From 5% is it intelligent hoods. The God MCs, I was God, they was never this good. Heard the silence swept the room like a ghost when it's calm. I said you took their breath away, how they supposed to respond?
The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat of the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun. The crown of love, eternal light, glory, seat of the throne. I receive microphones, surely thine will shall be done, because there's nothing new under the sun.
Since inspiration always comes through a human vehicle, whatever truths I might utter to you will be distorted. My voice will be distorted, and you might mistake the meaning of what I said. Now, so therefore, everybody who receives divine inspiration, sometimes it comes for no reason that anybody can determine, and you can take that or leave it.
high, the smoke rise, they ghosts fly, they both died. They throw tied on the goat hide, sacrifice them all to wall. Rain fall, while tears pour, my ears sore, pagans don't hear law. Theodore, the old man stumbled from smearing off. Weird cough, appeared lost, brushing his beard off. His lady riffing from a distance, wishing he cared more. Tobacco called bear claw, the back of his hair gone. I'm writing in rare form, throw light in the spear storms like a titan with hair blonde, or Viking in gear bronze. My mic like a magic wand, daggers in palm, Pythagoras psalms, the master is calm. Relax, moving his palm, near pond, puffing the bomb, cuts in my arm, strong, a couple of charms, a couple of oolong. We smooth when we crush a new song. Purpose, we write verses to his curtains, we gone. Abraxas, Revis, believe it. If I can see it, I'll achieve it. The semis for the dinner when I eat it. The thrones is only 2-seated, and you ain't Mike Jack, so beat it. You're like Drac anemic. Salute, empowering thoughts, a force, creation of man, the seed of Abraham, I am. Empowering thoughts, a force, creation of man, the seed of Abraham, I am. The hypothesis of Herodotus, gods and goddesses, the Eden garden to the apocalypse, religion and politics, arguments between fools and true scholarship. Nowadays, everybody's a narcissist. Schools are targeted, no jewels, names anonymous. Everybody's making claims and say it's consciousness. Laying hold to Egypt, hieroglyphics, Bible scriptures, Apocrypha, and the Josephus, the book of Enoch of those who pushed it to knock, and the scrolls of Jesus. Masons things told in secret. The only ones that wear the red robes can keep it. Next to King Solomon, the widow's son, and the deacon. Just speaking, and my flow chastise demons. Give them bad vibes while teaching. 12 from every black tribe is leading, along with 12 rabbis and magi's believing. This fiery hell breaking the spells of the heathens. Empowering thoughts, a force, creation of man, the seed of Abraham, I am. Empowering thoughts, a force, creation of man, the seed of Abraham, I am.
I am the God inside the sun, I'm Aries, son of Mary's, summon Aries, still on top with none compare me. One of one with none compare me, you won't like me when I'm angry. Terms speaking to someone scary, sun canary, sunken berry. What a query from Tamari, ram the health data for the universe. The sun declared me Taurus ox and Taurus ox. Sleepwalking, I fought a fox who tore me out to walk through blocks. Tobaku, no daughter knock, Apocrypha, the laws of Doc, Pentateuch, Pentateuch. I can cause the Pentateuch, my body gives it Morris Miles looking through the bullseye. I can see the aura watch, but the all is not. Calendars and tortoise tops, Gemini outthought the clocks. Listen hard to thoughts of rocks. Hitman, lyrical bartender, they call the shots of everything they fought to stop. Sympathy unorthodox, picking up the signal from the sigils and the water drops, making calls on wars to stop. New Neo and Bruce Leo, Roy Jonah, Architect 9, need the cathedral. How you hypnotize all of the mind readers is reading you. Most High who made me up from lies that's completely true. Virgos, fur coats, fashioned from the ether zoo. Magic man from deep Peru. Theta Gamma, ancient grammar placed in Amber-Nalum with the Abraham Arabi. Medusa's head turned my hard drive to something floppy. One look I nutted submit, and that seems meant. Typically Illuminati, hit the L like you in hockey. Mr. Superman, Asasi, Planet Rocky, ran with Shakti. Every verse an ace, never seen me dip the new Versace. Birthday suit and title wear from fashion in the human body. Leave a Liberace weight, decisions on the dragon scales, imagine it. I am a jinn, either mage, am I the ancient book of rhymes? I took my time, no I don't know if I am aging. Zodiac, my skin broke, the spikes inside the Iron Maiden. How great I am at this. Punch it like I am a fist for one, so I am you. Let me show how I outran a jet. That I am you lit. I am legend, I in heaven. Follow all the planet steps. Knowledge you can't handle.
Thoughts, a force, creation of man, the seed of Abraham. I am. Thoughts, a force, creation of man, the seed of Abraham. I am.
Here, the centuries of loneliness were to end.
Your collection of Leonardo da Vinci masterpieces, Mr. Flint.
They appear to have been recently painted on contemporary canvas with contemporary materials.
Then,
age, death, the taste of dust. Do you understand?
You wanted a perfect, ultimate woman. As brilliant, as immortal as yourself. Your mate for all time.
Merkaba master, I charted demons to other worlds, drive devils to plaster, rush them to hell, breathing asthma, play Satan on gurneys next to Hermes, send them off to their journey to Cleopatra. They read those chapters, egos captured, the Leo laughter, neoplasma, run through my veins in this matrix, and my basement became a plaza, and now I'm in the Sky Lounge with negative spirit hackers, build on math and we read the chapters, observe through our windows at the quiet disasters, riots at NASA, marches, gender pride, freedom rights for the masses, till we do away with first and second citizen classes. Religion is backwards, trying to comprehend to the pastor. This gym is like Jasper. Either we all live and strive for the youth to survive, or it all ends with the rapture. Forget waiting on the man, I'm making a plan. And for the ages of false statements, I'm taking a stand. Start an investigation on Satan with a cross in my hand. Make him plead guilty, now face the jury. We're in the courts of I am. If I could just vanish from off the planet, like magic, become caught from granite. Days, mathematics is understanding.
Hey, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear. Hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear.
A billion stories in the naked city. Ghost told me that his best friend needs a kidney. We froze, reminiscing Tiffany in the cold, open whiskey from the 20s, in the memory, sympathy, made the angels play a symphony, said he could've had a scholarship, toured different colleges, now he's out of it, fading away slowly on dialysis, his name remained anonymous. But here's my acknowledgements. Street legends and hood guards. Kingdom fall into a mirage. Ghetto depression sets in. Then we place weed and cigars. A child has difficulties concentrating. From where he lives, he sees his promises fading. He sees his pops gone, his mom's is aging. She trying to stay strong for a church congregation. And meanwhile, a kid named Rico was the coke king. A lot of siblings of the dope fiends hope you scream. A lot of children with broken dreams, homes were clean. The most extreme, you got rich and what you sold to queens. Look what you did to Josephine. And Ebony is unheavenly. The devil's ready with open wings. As Lucifer uses love and his youthful mug. Then his blood on the cobra's fangs.
Hey, hey, did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear. Did you hear? This is the perfect place to disappear.
Through the mid.
Play more Killah free. We have an amazing show today. Scorpio season. You understand what I'm saying? Tis the season. Go do something great. Go do something amazing. Shout out to Jonathan Mannion coming on and sharing his art in his heart. We had a Killah free sighting today. Salute to the Iron Soft for popping up. Stay in tune for the Podcraft tomorrow and Monday. Stay tuned. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. S.L. Smith, Aurora Borealis, Jody. Make sure y'all go to her channel. Run the subscriptions up. Let's support the real. Let's support those who play a vital role in this ecosystem. Shout out to Minty Hotep. Shout out to the family who was coming through, showing love tonight and every night. So make sure y'all get y'all submissions in for the song promotion segment. I saw somebody ask about it earlier. www.killerfreaks.tv and click on song promotion and get the song heard. Invest in yourself, invest in your future. You never know who's going to hear what you created if you don't put it out there for those to have an understanding of it. So shout out to Architect D, aka AD, aka A Dizzle, for providing that platform and the Killer Freaks. I've seen some of these photos today. Boom. Just ended with this photo right here. You understand what I'm saying? What more can I say? So that, let me say, peace and love, and we will catch you next Warrior Priesthood Wednesday.
Dear colony, I am gone and do not follow me. I left no pheromones. I'm on a mission of my own. Where I'm going is alone. Give the queen my regards. What I seen last week was so hard, she left my heart permanently scarred. During 007 hours during the Operation Termite Mound, I was left there bound. There was no food or larvae around. Our battalion searched the whole grounds. I was sent there with our liberators and corporals for some detainees on some classification of some other insects. Unknown, if they detest, we made arrests. That same night the platoon had to find rest, so we slept inside of abandoned trapdoor spider nest. The very next morning, who came in swarming with some trapjaws trying to fight our sect. The combat resulted in a few more deaths, but we sung our mantra. We are ants! We are ants! And the plants we must protect. During the daylight, we gorged on millions of parasites, cut in pieces so many bodies of mosquitoes larvae. We are the original army of the safari. We eat fly maggots, bed bug eggs, cockroach eggs. You should watch them, they crack like tacos on a tray. Our strong mandibles can crack bones and tear through flesh of insects and chew through tissue of any animal. We're the smallest but the strongest of the botanical. We are ants! We are ants! Stare at the word giants and you'll see our name. During our march, we carry rocks, we carry leaves, we carry grains. Our body is armor. In our sector, we forge nectar. We'll give our lives to protect our base. Even if bears want our honey, ask the wood ants, we'll spray foric acid in your face. And it's not difficult when we get to the edge of a lake. We connect at the head, we connect at the legs. And others climb on top of us. They connect at the head, they connect at the legs. Over and over, connect at the head, connect at the legs. Patches of ants going over the waves. Now I'm at the end of my days, so I'm writing this page. As my heart beats slower and the time comes nearer, I'm also telling my story to a ladybug and a caterpillar. The ant slowly turned towards the caterpillar and started to cry and said, though I had many blessings, only one I was denied. The caterpillar asked, what was that, old ant? The ant said, before I die, I wanted to stare eye to eye and talk to a butterfly. For the spirit of the living creatures were in the wheels. The wheels lifted up, the doors were still shut. They said, let us build. When the creatures went, the wheels went by them. I was in deep suspense and gliding 2 billion miles away. Clouds begin to fade, I'm in the horizon. We flying, way beyond science. Stars in alignment, Mars and Orion. Through the fog where the guards camouflage. Cameras off as we climbing. Lights are soft in this climate. I see the likes of Thoth and the Mayans. On course, caught up in the diamond. It was infused in a huge cube, crystal quartz that was shining. And when the living creatures spoke to me, the wheels spoke. And whenever the creatures turned, the wheels followed. They were really fast, the wheels slow. Like candles lit in the cosmos, like a dance with a glow. Moving camps in the road. A hand from the burning lamp hands me a scroll. The language looked ancient. It was burned in a stone. Parts were still on fire. I blew on it, but it wouldn't go out. Even waved it, tried to smother it, shake it, still wouldn't go out. The stone became a scroll. The words filled my mouth, feeling awakened. Hypnagogic, darkness slipped the conscious. Hypnopompic, conflict, sleep paralysis. Reach from a calculus, speak to an alchemist. 24 seats of astrologists. Tell the priest where the balance is. Out-of-body experiences. UFO Negro. Neo Soul was Angie Stone. D'Angelo Lauren Maxwell. To listening to Jordan Maxwell. Illuminati 666. Anthony Hilda. Humanity killed us. Society's anxieties. Unfamiliar with real love. Back to the four creatures with the will above. Beelzebub, get bail his blood. Little children, call them kids to sacrifice. There are no feelings. Project builders, watch how they act tonight. Between the cherubims, just ahead was paradise. The sound from a serpent, wore a turban with sapphire and agonite. Nazarites aborted the wheel and left the wheel. Counter right and up the left. Steps going clockwise. Down the light, up the ladder, and counterclockwise. Eastward to the south side. Northwards towards the orbs. Their wings stretched outward. The whales spoke at the same time. The creature's wings all combined, forming a spine. No man know the day nor the time. Then I sped up real fast, so fast I became a gas. A wind, a breath into this glass. Circling and circling, open the windows of the craft. Stardust was coming in, feathers, pressure of the draft. Flash and peace at last. From the synagogue to the mosque back to Nassau. I told my story, they erased my name. Now from society I'm blackballed.
No matter what you do, just do and stay true. No matter what you do, just do and stay true. No matter what you do, just do and stay true. The American saga, straight from the root.
Yeah, American saga, more like a tribal chief. 4 chambers in the heart, that's a Bible priest. It's the high Sharif spinal piece. Sword in the middle of the night, chest boxing a Messiah thief. Smoking mirrors just to reflect, no I'm too high to reach. Dirty, so I tossed the last gun, say my final piece. Kai Zodiac, last supper is the final piece. Got 1,000 MCs stuck inside my teeth. 5'9", got 50 cents like a half a bill. We do my ghost stage, no I don't need a mask to kill. Bust the capital, they yo, oh that's a daffodil. Genius out the bottle, they can wish and never master skills. Sway the universe, let the mannequin still. Solar radio, Quando, rapping roundhouse kicks. God, you don't make you God. Wu sign with my wrist connected. Resurrected like a remix to resurrected.
A spoon full of whole boy, spoon full of dope. Shorty choked on the opioid, going down his throat. His fam on his bed, start hoping he don't broke. Stop taking this hip hop culture for a joke.
It's the rain, it's the rain. I'll spare the life.
Born angels in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles I connect, it's a different thing. We royal priesthood, we the wizard kings.
The most anticipated kiss the ring. Scream the name out for the breeze. Supreme, all real, kiss the ring.
We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings.
Smack and seize, watch you scream your majesty.
She's not a raven, not a dove, and not a pelican. The immortalized phoenix, universal element. The throne holder with the flow that's most eloquent. Bringing the rebellion, the mothership propelling it. I'm nicer than they ever fathomed every time I'm doing this. My energy is like slicing an atom to its nucleus. Interstellar, surpass astronomical. That's why my aura got a sparkle like a diamond do. Soaring through the sky, but I was born underground. Blood blood on the temple from the thorns and the crown. The seventh seal will open when the horn makes a sound. No time to mourn, you was born not to stick around. So start reflecting and atoning. I recollect the sectors I was known in, even long before the Greco-Roman. Time to bow and kiss the ring, you will respect the chosen. I won the battle before I select my next opponent. 6 million ways to die, they lied to the masses, but they never taught you how to rise up out the ashes. My intuition say we trapped inside a simulation, so I'm here to bring demolition to imitations. I dispel the pressure when I held the scepter, the luminescent, iridescent solar cell receptor. I rebelled and I refused to sell the elder treasure. Time to unify, rebel against the hell forever. Every word in the verse, you know it is Phoenix. Give the people rebirth like I'm growing a fetus. Say the truth with my chest like showing my cleavage. The mothership kiss the ring, cause we the ring leaders.
Multitasking through the multiverse, immersed in the energy that broke the curse. In a thirst for higher works, dispersed out your speaker box like Peter-Tosh. Days balance equal, vernal equinox. High voltage, frequent shocks, outward charged particles. Flares bring more color than carnivals. Editorials, rhymes, and written articles. Alkaline, my arsenal, I'm Canis Media. Others are marginal. Fez, brilliant red like a cardinal. Flourishing with other Moorish kings. Kiss the rings, mystic strings. Beyond intellect, holistic beings. Ecclesiastic, legendary like Atlantis. Reminded of divine protection, seeing the praying mantis. King Sharif on my throne, caliphate in the east. My influence increased from Greece to Mozambique. Crown jewel, laying new ground rules. Ibukare, my mind sparred in renowned schools. No parlay, gracious, build a oasis. Spacious, greatness, entire priesthood, traveling spaceships. Connect with lawmakers, Mahatmas, scholarly, those who know the truth about the Barbary. God's professor, private sector, peep the architecture. Tartarian, so on the microphone, a barbarian. Islam, Al Day and Bay. If we Voltron clans, we'll run circles round Satan like the photon band.
Jack fell down, broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. The black and brown came from the ground to fill the sun of the magma. I rap profound as a lounge, so kneel in front of your master. From merry-go-rounds to burial grounds, I killed every one of you rappers. With my skills, I can heal, but my tongue is disaster. The age seal is revealed in none of the chapters. Burn them on cheap wood, it's royal priesthood. There's cavities and casualties wherever we stood. When I black out, I see the bats route. I say things that make the cats crouch. Wings from my back sprout, serpents coil. Anoint the head with virgin oil, drip with olives. We sit in garments and spit astrology. Regardless, we goddess and goddesses. And thick as the dip with the garlic. But hard as the chip, that's smart, that's trick knowledge. Nah, we kick knowledge while eating salad in a big palace. The roof open and the sky show a rich harvest. The Bitterman man, the black who a thick target.
Hey, yo, musically I'm married to the group, that's a wedding band. Cycle Jordan rings like Thanos with the heavy hand. The ringleader, the electric lamb. I'm staring at the rings like a breast exam. I'm peering up the next cycle at the drug ring, spirals in the dust ring. I made a campfire with the circle around the sun spring. I see rings in the flowers when the blossoms bloom. Like the onion rings out of supersonic boom. That's two holes in the middle of the BM. I seen rings in the middle of the tree limbs. Clothed in the gospel, the noble, apostle. I'm moving more circles than the O's in Morocco. My blow made the rocks blow. Killing sex traffickers, my flow freed the kids in the ring. From death massacre, priesthood, vampire hunters, arrest Dracula. Earth stage, I rock it, never left in the ground. But smoke till I'm so high up the heaven is down. 12 angels quickly circle me wherever I'm bound. Morris headband leader, that's a heraldry crown. Like no sort of omens, bodies lammed on the floor. Purple rings of cerebellum, see who answers the door. As I quickly rose, they bang the snow rings like the sound of sleeping, playing ring toss with my chakras over mountain peaks. Now to the owl chief, ornaments around the reef, alkali, riding on the decibels around the streets. Brainstorm will let's gather the star charters. As every knee bends, kiss the rings of the Zod father. The Don Zada, in a sense, like the Nog Chomper, knowledge chomper, Kaharaja, squash him like a Kalabasa, Kali Lama, Dalai Lama lamp, Muhammad, Alibaba, uncontrolled voters. They all bowed down when we stood. Big flag, zigzag, zodiac, killer priesthood. Killer priesthood.
Scream the name out, royal priest. Leave the blood spilling in the street. King, supreme, all kneel, kiss the ring. Scream the name out, royal priest. Leave the blood spilling in the street. King, supreme, all kneel, kiss the ring.